by Christopher Lee, featuring Julian Glover as Sir Charles Bannister and Peter Kelly as Dougal Baxter.
Careful, slow down.
No one else around this time of night.
Well, it'd be nice to get there, that's all.
I said not to wait for me. You could have got the train here.
I'm sorry. It's really nice of you, honest.
No, sure.
Listen, we're only an hour from Southampton. Why not stay and get away first thing in the morning? I mean, there's plenty of room.
I bet there is. Your people aren't exactly too up, too down, are they?
It's not that big. Are you going to stay?
No, I'll drop you and press on. Thanks all the same, Polly.
You're really keen, aren't you?
I like the job, if that's what you mean.
Well, you must have. I mean, not many people give up their weekend just for a conference.
Chief thought it was worth it.
Yes? So why isn't he going?
Too busy.
It's the weekend, you mean?
He said he was going down to the constituency. Doesn't he have a surgery on Saturday morning?
Dougal? Not if he can help it. He can't stand them.
But they keep voting for him.
Listen, slow down a bit. We turn off shortly.
Cheers.
You wouldn't vote for him, would you?
I'm his researcher, not his agent.
Oh, that doesn't sound very loyal.
Nothing to do with loyalty. It's a think tank. He pays me, so I think.
Well, it's just a job.
Right. You sticking with it?
Well, I'm not sure if Kay likes me very much.
No, she's the office manager. Doesn't count.
Wait a minute. The turning's just along here.
Which side?
What?
The turning.
Oh, I'm sorry, left. No, this side. Yes, left.
Sure?
Yes, of course I'm sure. Here we are. I'm sorry.
Now what?
Straight on and then it bends a bit.
Then what?
At the end.
What, this lane?
Actually, it's a drive.
The drive? Had to be, didn't it? Your drive's longer than our street.
Now slow down here, there's a bend.
Bestow. This it? Oh, that's really something.
Oh, don't be fooled. It's more like a nightclub. It just looks better in the dark.
It'll do.
That's odd, though. No lights.
Maybe she's gone to bed.
Mummy's never in bed before midnight. Anyway, the outside ones are always on. And listen, thanks, Nick, for the lift.
Now, hang on, I'll come with you. Just in case. Okay.
No, she's not in the bedroom.
Bathroom?
Towels are folded, soap dry.
Thank you, Miss Marple. Obviously gone out, then.
Well, not without leaving a note. She wouldn't.
Where'd you keep the tea bags?
Tea in the caddy over there.
Well, you said she didn't know you were coming for Shaun.
Mummy leaves notes for everyone. We get more notes in a week than the milkman does in a year.
Look, it sounds dark, but you're sure she was coming down? I mean, she could have...
Of course I'm sure. I'm sorry. Listen, Mummy left London straight after the reception, before we did, which was when, 7?
Maybe she changed her mind. You should try the flat.
Should I?
Just a suggestion.
But she wasn't going there.
Could have changed her mind.
But she was in Daddy's cart. Christ, what if she's had an accident?
Hey, come on, Paul, steady. Call your dad, perhaps he knows. Where is he, at the flat?
What time is it?
Just after 12.
Well, he should be.
Call him then.
And if she isn't?
Well, if you really think there's something wrong, shouldn't you call him?
It's late, but I suppose so. It's odd. I mean, Mummy's not like this.
Like what?
Well, if she says she's doing something, then... Well, then that's what she's doing.
Always a first time.
Wait a sec. Daddy, it's me. Can you call me as soon as you get in? I'm at the farm. Love you. Bye-bye.
Maybe he's still at the house.
On Friday.
Well, where do you think he is then? Paul?
I heard you.
Can't be many places.
No. There is one.
So what happens to us?
Well, you said it once before. Friends. Hmm?
There are friends and friends. We're not very good at being the other sort.
What other sort?
The just good friend sort. Are we?
I suppose not.
Then what are we going to do, Chang?
What do you want us to do?
Everything's changed. We've got to be realistic for once. There's bound to be another election.
Oh, not necessarily.
Chang, of course there is. And you're going to be back on the soapbox. That makes the world even smaller.
A very public place.
Too public. What time is it?
midnight. Let it ring.
It could be important.
No one's important at this time of night.
Lotus eater. Hello? Juliet Cameron?
This is Polly Bannister, and is my father there?
What,
Please.
Yes, just a minute.
Who is it? What's the matter?
It's your daughter.
Polly? You're sure?
He's just coming.
Polly? What's the matter? How do you know I was here?
Well, I've tried everywhere else.
We were just
Look,
chatting.
please don't.
Where are you?
I'm at home.
At the flat?
No, the farm. Where's Mummy?
Your mother? Well, she should be there. She left about 6.
Well, she's not here. No one's seen her.
What do you mean no one's seen her? She should have been there by 8 at the latest.
Well, she isn't. She's disappeared. Daddy, where is she?
I tell you, my dear, it's a brave new world.
Come off it, Dougal. You hate Europe.
I like the Italians.
What about the French? That's the great test, isn't it?
My dear Kay, no one likes the French.
Who do we like, then?
We like ourselves, same as them. But don't worry, Charles will convince us all that Europe's frightfully good for us.
Well, he's hardly onions on a bicycle and Gauloise, is he?
Cynic. He's going to be the perfect party chairman.
Really?
Of course. The party loves him. If he buys it, they do. He's old establishment, old money, stiff collars and waistcoats. Reassuring.
Well, that's not the new European image.
But he thinks if we dress ourselves in our old British
Oh,
values...
slavery, colonialism and opium wars, you mean?
Will you listen, woman? If we do that, then Britain's missionary zeal will reform Europe and keep Britain British.
A return to the double standards we all know and love. Well, he's certainly a master of that.
Juliet Cameron. But, being a true patrician, Charles was never found out.
Except by those who are doing the same thing.
There you go again. Cynicism. The world is full of peccadillos.
Is that what I am?
My, it does sound as if the natives are restless.
Don't belittle me.
My dear Kay.
Stop my dearing me every 5 minutes. I've told you before, I may be a lot of things, but I am not your dear.
And I've told you, yes, you are.
You make me sound like a stupid child.
I'm not sure I'd allow a stupid child to run my research department.
Look, Dougal, I run that office because... well, we both know why. Because I'm your tart.
Come on, what started this?
Look, I'm fed up, that's what.
Why on earth are you fed up? It's a good department. Interesting.
Oh, stop it. You know perfectly well what I'm talking about. I've had enough of being used.
By me? You're joking.
I'm not laughing. What you can hear is a death rattle, ours.
Now, wait a minute.
No, you wait. I run your think tank because you offered me the job.
Well?
You offered me the job because I'm your mistress.
Keep your voice down.
Why? You frightened?
I thought we were having a jolly
Yes,
evening.
in the darkest corner they've got, in case we're recognised.
I call it intimate. I deliberately asked for this table.
Yes, I bet you did. So you can grope me when the waiter isn't looking.
Kay, that's outrageous.
Yes, it is. I'm glad you finally got the message.
Kay?
Here you are, 2 sugars.
I don't really want it.
My gran said that in the war, as soon as the bombs started, they'd have a cup of tea.
Thanks. Family at war, eh? Get down, Worcester. There's a good boy.
Friendly, isn't he?
Don't be, aren't you? A lovely old thing. You know there's something wrong, don't you?
What did your father say?
He's coming down.
He knows where she is.
No. How could he?
Well, he might have done.
I didn't mean that. I mean, how could he be there?
Oh, right.
It's horrid.
Maybe not.
Well, she answered the phone.
Yes, well...
I'm sorry, look, there's no need for you to get mixed up in this. Where is she?
Look, did we come the way she'd have come?
Well, I suppose so.
Well, there you are, then. Look, wherever she is, she's probably safe.
Oh, don't! Shut up, Worcester.
Look, maybe you heard something. Did you leave the door open?
No, at least I don't think so. Well, what are you doing?
Going to have a look-see.
Well, don't leave me here.
And good boy, you stay here with Polly.
Oh, Mummy! Oh, thank God, where have you been?
Darling, what a lovely surprise. And Nick, isn't it?
Ah, you're here.
So I am.
I've been looking for you everywhere. Why are we having a bonfire at this time of the morning?
We are not. I am.
I see.
It's autumn. That's what autumns are for, aren't they? Burning summer leftovers.
Yes. Well, how are you?
Did you sleep well?
Yes, thanks.
I didn't wake you. You looked exhausted. Such a long drive from London, don't you find?
Look,
You would
Mary...
like to put that lot on, would you?
Yes, of course. Right.
Do be careful, Charles. You'll burn your fingers. We wouldn't want that, would we?
Oh, Mary, please. You gave us a nasty fright last night.
Us?
Yes, both of us. Polly was worried out of her wits.
Oh, you mean Polly?
Well, of course I mean Polly. Who else would I mean?
Who else indeed, Charles?
We were both worried.
Ah, worried, not frightened.
What's the difference?
You said it was a nasty fright. That implies fear. Worried, well, that's just concern. Quite another matter, yes?
Mary, where were you?
We did rather have this discussion last night. I said I stopped for supper.
You never stop for supper.
Perhaps that's why I did this time, Charles. Perhaps I'm too predictable.
Of course you're not.
If I frighten you when I do something which is perfectly normal for anyone else to do, then I must be predictable.
Where did you stop?
Polly, come and join the bonfire party.
You all right?
Yes. Don't look so gloomy. And what about your young man? Did he get away on time?
Nick's not my young man. It was really nice of him to stay with me.
Of course it was. You look the sort of young man who needs breakfasts. I hope we fed him properly.
Are you sure you're okay?
She says yes.
I was worried.
Not frightened.
Worried stiff.
Well, here I am, all in one piece. And as I hear no voices, quite safe.
Voices?
Oh, Charles, don't look so predictably serious. Voices. Joan of Arc. A bonfire.
Oh.
Never mind. Come on, let's go and have breakfast.
Come on, Chang. I told you Friday. We're very bad at being just good friends, okay?
This'll blow over.
You and Mary, perhaps. Polly's different.
She was worried, that's all.
That's all. Isn't that enough?
She was being dramatic.
That's very cruel and very selfish.
No, I simply know her better than you. She loves making a drama out of the smallest thing.
It didn't sound like the smallest thing to her, or to me.
I still don't understand how she knew I was with you.
That doesn't matter. Can't you see? Everyone's getting hurt except you.
You think I don't have feelings, is that it?
Oh, you do. Your own version of them.
There's no need for this, Jules. None at all.
Yes, there is. We are on the very edge of screwing up people's lives. I'm not jumping, okay?
It will all blow over.
Stop it, will you? It doesn't matter how many times you say it, it won't come true.
It is possible to sit down and work something out.
Okay, what?
What do you mean, what?
What are we supposed to be working out?
Well...
You want me to tell you?
Go on.
Divorce your wife.
What?
Divorce her.
Why?
Exactly.
I must say, the waiter gave me a very funny look. Most embarrassing.
Serves you right.
And he knew who I was.
Well, I suspect you paid with your credit card.
Of course.
Then unless you've got a false name on it, naturally he did. Correspondents have to be cash customers.
Oh.
I'd have thought you, of all people, would have known that.
Of course. I'll remember next time.
God, you are absolutely
Morning,
impossible.
Bistos.
Ah, Nick.
Oh, sorry, Chief.
Nice of you to join us.
Sorry I'm late. Traffic's awful.
How is Southampton?
Oh, grim conference. Useful people. Mind you, mightily impressed we showed. A lot of them didn't.
Because it wasn't worth it.
Weekend. Law and order's Monday to Friday only for most of them.
Unless the conference is in Bangkok.
I was thinking of saying something in the house.
Give me an hour. You'll have notes from all the papers, so I'll get on with it.
Excellent. Will you bring them over when he's done, Kay?
Don't I always? It is my job.
Naturally.
No, not naturally, Dougal.
Come on, yes it is. And we both know why. Bye.
Where's our Miss Bannister this morning? Or does she only work half days now?
Not sure. Probably a cold.
Well, she was all right when she left on Friday.
Well, there's a lot of it about.
I'm sure you're right.
I must say, I've always liked this office. Plenty of space.
You can have it.
Oh, no, Charles. Not my style.
You mean the blame bucket's too close?
There is that. No, it's more a matter of image.
I'm sure you'd be very good at the job, Dougal.
Of course.
But?
Naturally, the Prime Minister has rather more important things in mind for me.
Thank you very much, old man.
Don't misunderstand me, Charles.
Oh, I've never done that. No.
I hear you've been abandoned.
What? Who said that?
Outside. They said she hasn't come back.
Oh, Rose. No, she's staying with her mother. Herne Bay, you know.
Mercifully, I don't. Well, I must press on. Thank you for coffee. By the way, good weekend?
Very agreeable, thank you. You?
Oh, very pleasant. Mary? She's well?
Yes, fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondered.
You saw her Friday.
So I did. Charles, tell me. Well, I was wondering, to tell you the truth. Things are all right between you and Mary, aren't they?
Perfectly.
Ah, good.
Yes, isn't it? Now, unless there's something else, I really must get on.
Well, as you mention it, I have been thinking of making a series of speeches.
Good. You'll give me a little warning, won't you?
To check them. My speeches?
Come on, you know the procedure. You're no longer in Cabinet.
I'm told the Bombardier would like me back as soon as possible.
And I'm sure Micawber's right. In the meantime...
He's told me himself.
Meantime, it's best to make sure that anything you might be saying doesn't cross with anything coming out of here or elsewhere.
You don't think I would go against party views, do you?
You're far too ambitious for that. I simply want to make sure you know what the party views are.
Charles, you're not going to be a tyrant, are you?
If necessary.
Oh.
She says she stopped for something to eat, that's it.
Well, why not? People do.
Well, Mummy doesn't. She detests plastic places and she wouldn't go by herself into anywhere smarter.
Didn't she give any clues where she went?
I've told you once, no.
Sorry. None of mine, anyway.
Sorry. There you are, we're both at it now.
Come on, I'll buy you lunch.
I've only just got here.
Ah, the place is dead. I've done the Chief's notes for his speech. You can stay late.
Okay, why not?
Polly, we were getting worried. Thought you'd had an accident.
I got a lift with Mummy this morning, I'm sorry.
Oh, how nice. Well, as it happens, it doesn't matter. But it would have been useful to know.
Well, I'd remember next time.
Yes, well, perhaps there'll be no need.
Right.
Yes, that would be preferable.
Yes, miss?
I'll ignore that. Now, Nick, glad you've got your jacket on. Mr. Baxter wants some Hansard references.
We were going to lunch.
Both of you?
It doesn't matter, honestly.
When's he want them?
Well, soon. Your notes were fine, but he'd like to have references handy in case he's challenged.
It's not a speech, only an intervention.
Mr. Baxter never makes only an intervention. You should know that by now.
Haven't we got them here?
No, you'll need to get them from the house. It'll be quicker to go over.
Can't I?
Well, I suppose so. Here, these are the subjects.
Photocopies?
Well, just the first three, dates of the rest. Think you can manage that?
Mm-hmm. I'll see you later.
And if you have any problems, if you get stuck...
Don't worry. I've got a tongue in my head. Bye.
Of that young miss, I have no doubt.
She's okay.
For what?
For this place.
Well, when she's here.
I told you she's a bit stressed.
Oh, dear, dear.
A bit like you.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I've told you before, Nick, Kay is someone I trust completely.
Oh, understood, Chief, understood.
I'm very glad to hear that.
It's not always easy.
That's why I employ you.
Sometimes stuff comes our way. And...
Your way, not mine.
Fine, okay, comes my way, and, well, the labels get mixed.
I could never condone the idea of keeping a dossier on anyone, let alone my closest friend.
Look, let me put it another way.
I'm not sure there is another way.
Okay, I'll forget it.
Theoretically, Nick, what was your other way? Theoretically, you understand.
Right. Look, when I get info about people we know, then it's got to come from someone, yes?
Presumably.
Okay, if I keep that info, it's not because I want the dirt on people, especially friends.
Of course not.
It's because I want a record of who has been saying these things.
So you're not collecting data on people, but on rumour mongers?
And their motives. Spins it the other way, yes?
Perhaps. But not with the Bannisters, okay?
Which is why I was interested in Kay.
Careful, Nick.
All I'm saying is Kay took a really hard line. She was the one who was interested in Polly's weekend. Wanted to know everything.
You told her?
Very little.
How interesting. And you think?
Nothing for a cert, Chief, but it wouldn't hurt to run a check.
What on earth do you mean?
You see, the people who really know what's going on are the messengers, the doormen.
Go on.
Well, they talk to each other. Duty on the door usually hears where the cabs are going. Member says to the cabbie, Fred's Caff. Then 10 minutes later, one of the secretaries or researchers tells another taxi, Fred's Caff. Well...
And the people on the door listen.
Do they ever?
Why are we interested?
Well, Chief, strikes me that we've got a lot of hot stuff. We don't want it drifting, do we? Now, frankly, Kay's really nice. Don't get me wrong, but she keeps herself to herself.
So do a lot of people.
Well, if I found out a bit more about who she sees, we'd know who could possibly get onto some of our files. The word is, she's got something on the side. You know, a fella.
Really?
Well, gotta be. Not surprising, she's a looker. You can bet your last BT share someone's giving her one.
What? Now, Nick...
But what's interesting is that she never talks about it. So, Chief, have you ever asked yourself why?
I really don't see the problem.
No problem, Charles. I simply can't make it.
I'm not being difficult, but if the Prime Minister asks us to dine...
Then you simply tell your dear Bombardier that you've a working wife.
Writing books, yes, but a working wife. Come on, Mary.
So, you think it's a hobby, fine. Then tell him I've gone out to play.
I didn't mean it like that. Oh, hello, darling, come in. It's Polly.
How jolly. Take her. They can talk cellos and things.
He doesn't know a thing about cellos.
A golden opportunity, Charles. Don't waste it. Bye.
Mary... Blast. Your mother. She sent her love.
Sorry, you busy?
What? No, 2 minutes. Oh, look, I'm sorry. That's the chamber. Dougal's saying something and I promised to go in.
I know, I dug out some references for him in the library.
Fine. Was it something special?
Well, I wanted to see you.
Oh, that's nice, darling, but I really must be going.
I met your friend in there when I was in the library.
Yes, I know. I saw her in the lobby. She said you were rude.
You're joking.
Well, not exactly rude. She said you were a little short with her.
Well, what did she expect? How are you, Miss Cameron? Nice to see you. I wonder if you could tell me when my father will be home in the morning.
Polly, that is uncalled for.
No, it's not.
It is. I've told you before.
No, all you've ever told me is how I should run my life, which friends I should choose. The worst ones behave no worse than you.
I resent...
Well, I'm sorry, but it's true. Anyway, what I came to tell you was that I think that Mummy is really upset.
It wasn't me who disappeared and caused everyone to worry.
Well, you haven't helped.
Your mother and I have known each other for a long time, Polly. I know when she's happy and when she's not.
No, you don't.
I rather think I do. You're not old enough.
What?
Not experienced enough in the ways of the world to understand that.
Christ.
Ah, Charles, there you are.
Hello.
Polly.
Hi.
How nice to see you. Aren't you supposed to be working for me?
We were just talking over a couple of points.
How nice.
I got those notes for you. Nick's got them now.
They're here. Now, Charles, I should be saying something. It would be nice to have someone on the front bench.
Well, naturally, old man, but I have to say that's no longer my part of the ship.
Oh, I know all that. You'll do. Just a couple of hears and nods. It'll look good on television.
Who's in the tea room?
No one the average viewer would know from Adam.
OK, I'll be along right away, and I'm sure if there's anyone about, we can rope them in.
Good. About 3 minutes?
Behind you?
As long as they're below the gangway. We need the crowd scene, you know.
Fine. Any points?
Of course. Here, I've underlined the important sentences. They're about 9-10 seconds long. A couple of head shakes and a yah should do it.
Thanks.
And if we can wind up the opposition, that'll look like a fight.
Excellent. That should make the 9 o'clock news.
Oh, this is all so cynical.
Yes, isn't it just? But it works. Right. See you in there. Bye, Polly.
Cheers to you.
I hope I didn't interrupt anything important.
No, not at all, old man. Just chatting.
Fine.
Oh!
Sorry.
Sorry, my fault.
Here.
No, please, no need, I can manage.
So I'm
I
told.
beg your pardon?
I'm told you're a good manager of situations.
Are you saying something, or am I just hearing things?
I am. I hear quite a lot of what goes on in this place.
I bet you do. Excuse me.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. That makes it much easier.
I really must go.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. It is time you went. Time you followed another horse.
I'm not a gambler, Mr. Baxter.
Oh, but you are, Miss Cameron. You clearly are. Let me just say...
As I said, I must go.
As you said. But you haven't, have you? You really do want to hear what I have to say. It's very simple. Stay away from Charles Bannister.
I beg your pardon?
Just do as I say.
Are you threatening me?
Of course I am.
You're what?
Good grief, Miss Cameron. You didn't think I was asking a favour, did you? Whatever next. Just stay away. Understood?
Don't be silly. Of course I can't. I tell you, I can't. I thought that was obvious. I'm too old, too busy, and too... Stop it. Never you mind. Don't be so cheeky. Now...
You ragabash.
What? Yes, you are, and you know it. I must go. Charles is home, and his slippers aren't warmed. It was lovely to see you. Must go. And you.
Hello, darling.
Bye.
How are you feeling?
Hello. Feeling? Am I supposed to be ill?
I suppose not.
I'm glad to hear it. Have I been pale lately?
No.
Fainting?
No, I didn't...
Throwing up in public places? Frightening horses?
Sorry. Drink?
No, thanks. A little early for me.
I see. Who was that?
Who was what?
Telephone, who was it?
Oh, just someone who called.
Obviously.
Hardly obvious, darling. After all, I might have called them. Why?
Nothing, I just wondered. You seemed in deep conversation.
Charles, how deliciously flattering. I? In deep conversation? Don't you remember I'm the one who never listens to what anyone says?
A figure of speech, that's all.
How disappointing. For one blissful moment, I thought I might have risen in your estimation.
Now listen, Mary.
Hi, already?
Hello.
Plates are in the oven, darling. Come on. Supper is served, or very nearly.
Where?
In the kitchen. Polly's brought back a takeaway.
A takeaway? What, here?
Yes, Charles. One takes it from there to here, and that apparently makes it a takeaway.
Hello, Daddy.
Now,
I'll put it on the side and we can help ourselves.
to what?
Vindaloo, meat dopiatsa, king prawn biryani, no rice, naan instead, and Bombay duck. It's brilliant.
Bombay what?
Don't be pompous, Charles. It's dried fish, you know perfectly well.
A takeaway curry.
Stop playing the blimp. Your family ruled India for 100 years. You'll love it.
Of course you will.
Come on.
I can't go back to the house tonight stinking of curry.
You're going to eat it, not roll about in it.
Well, anyway, most of them down there wouldn't notice if you'd spend the evening mucking out Newmark.
Don't be silly.
Oh, it's true.
That's why it hurts, darling. Now, Charles, don't be stuffy and come and eat.
I'm sorry, Mary, but it is hardly my habit to eat spiced cat food out of tin foil.
Oh, Daddy, you're being pompous.
What on earth are you doing, Charles?
I'm going to the house.
Charles?
Perhaps your phone box friend would appreciate my Bombay blasted duck.
The House featured Julian Glover as Charles, Peter Kelly as Dougal, Isla Blair as Mary, Siobhan Redmond as Juliet Cameron, Ruth Gemmell as Polly, Jane Booker as Kay, and Julian Dutton as Nick. The producer was Neil Cargill. The House by Christopher Lee, featuring Julian Glover as Sir Charles Bannister and Peter Kelly as Dougal Baxter.
In my young days, it was accepted that government worked quite well as long as it didn't get too close to the people.
To hell with Parliament, yes?
Is it not the Palace of Illusion, the democratic peep show?
You really must give up the Spectator, Henry. You're sounding like one of that young rascal's leader columns.
Rascals, I do care for rascals. I wonder, might the collective noun be a chamber? Yes, a chamber of rascals. How superb.
Image. That's what it is these days. Image.
Come now, 'twas ever thus. Lloyd George, Churchill, certainly Macmillan, were all successful people because they looked the part. Dear Alec wasn't because he didn't. I must leave you. Thank you for lunch. Your club always puts on a recent bit of fish, most agreeable.
Good. I'll walk with you. Sorry about the ladies.
Progress, dear heart, progress. Or is it
I must say I voted against them.
I thought you abstained.
On membership, yes, but I drew the line on them coming into the dining room.
Oh, of course you did, dear boy. Such gigglers at the sight of a reasonable sherry. But there, that's democracy for you.
Some members care for it. I don't myself.
Democracy?
Ladies in the dining room.
Our newly ennobled friend appeared to be one who does.
Tom? Yes. A bit noisy, I thought.
Just a little. One may safely abandon one's lip-reading skills.
He's very popular.
He's very rich.
Bit of a rascal, you might say.
I might not. I find rascals amusing. Bad Baron Tom? Well, it's not for me to say.
You know that I've...
Made him your deputy, so I hear. Which is why it is not for me to say.
You have something to tell me?
A little.
Which may be a lot.
Ah, the one-eyed man.
And what does he see in your kingdom? Tom Bowman up to no good?
No, Charles, he sees only the blind.
What are they doing?
Touching each other.
Bowman?
A toucher.
He has a way with ladies.
Often.
We know that.
But not, my dear, with which ones?
You could tell me.
I could. But for the moment there's no need. He may not offend the task you give him.
Deputy chairman's usually an anodyne position.
Rather like American vice presidents. Attend the best funerals, but do little else.
Right. But I want someone with a high profile, a bell ringer.
He may be a good choice. Hardly boring. And as you say, Charles, it's a matter of image.
Here you are then, Jules. Help yourself to sugar.
Thank you, kind sir. You sure you can afford this?
I'm not joking.
Of course you are.
I'm not. It's scandalous. 90 pence for dishwater.
You get yourself on the catering committee then, Dennis.
Oh, that lot. They're more interested in the price of claret than PG tips.
You'd have caddies and brown teapots with cosies, wouldn't you?
It's more like a golf club here nowadays.
The people are important, not the price of the tea.
That rubbish of yours this morning didn't say that.
It wasn't rubbish. I'll have you know, Mr. Wigton, sir, the rubbish you refer to...
To which I refer.
You refer to was a well-argued, well-constructed, well-thought-out article. That's what.
Oh, yes.
You're just jealous.
Has anyone said anything?
Only you.
They will.
If they read it. Anyway, it was all true.
What's that got to do with it?
It needed saying.
Not by you, it didn't.
They asked me.
Who asked you? The paper? They don't just ask out of the blue. You must have said something to them.
Not directly.
Knocking your own front bench in public is as subtle as secondary picketing, my girl.
They deserve it. It's the same old crowd in different suits. We need new blood, and you know it.
Be careful it isn't yours, Jules. You just watch yourself. You'll not be forgiven for this.
Don't you worry about me. You stick to the price of the tea.
That's what you think, is it, love?
Oh, Dennis, I'm sorry. No, of course I don't.
You're probably right. That's about the only use I have round this place.
Honestly, I didn't mean it like that.
Perhaps not, but you're right. It's something else that needed saying.
That was smashing, darling. I must dash. No one knows I'm here.
It's hardly an assignation. Whatever sin we live in isn't ours.
Not at this time of day, it isn't.
Charles.
Seriously, must go.
Oh, do go seriously. Perish the thought that it might be light-heartedly.
I want to be in the house for PMQs.
He never says anything.
Not if we can help it, he doesn't. But I'm also meeting Tom.
Oh. Give him my love.
Well, surely you can do that yourself.
What? What do you mean?
Well, this evening, the reception.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
What do you think I meant?
Nothing. Wasn't thinking, that's all.
You are coming?
Yes, don't worry. Now, off you go, or you'll miss the bombardier being nice.
I'm not at all sure he approves of Tom.
As a person or as deputy chairman?
Both.
And why appoint him?
Well, he's youngish, he's rich, he's self-made.
That should appeal.
He's a peer, he's good on television, and so I'm told even better in bed.
That, Charles, is rather tacky.
Well, apparently not. The marketing people tell me his West Country brawn, I think they called it, makes him just the man to rouse the troops, especially the females.
He's hardly smocks and cider. In fact, he's very intelligent.
Oh, of course he is. That's why I chose him.
He'll do rather well.
Hope so. Making millions is one thing, tickling the party faithful is quite another.
I thought that was your job.
No, darling. Party chairman makes sure it's done. They don't have to do it.
It's still tacky. Apart from anything else, he's an old friend.
Is he? I wouldn't have thought Tom Bowman was the sort to have old friends.
You mean he wasn't at Eton with you?
No, most definitely he wasn't. See you later.
Right, Bistos, this is the real thing.
Ah,
Glass for you.
Thank you.
For you, Chief.
that's very kind.
One for me, and one for absent friends. Now...
Careful, don't point it at me.
Oh, I do love vulgarity.
Steady, you're spilling it.
Think yourself lucky I'm not Nigel Mansell.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Yes, happy birthday, Nick. I'm sure it will be.
Pity Paul didn't get back.
Oh, it's very big of her to look in at all this morning.
Meow.
I am running this office for you, or am I mistaken? Sometimes she treats it as a powder room.
Oh, she was in here at 7:30 this morning, spitting hard copies off the dragon and packaging it for his nibs.
Conscientious, like her father.
Surely she's not over there still.
Lord Bowman asked her to go through it with him.
The only thing Bowman ever asks a woman to go through is his bedroom door.
Well, Paul can handle it.
Of course she can. Anyway, cheers again.
Yes, cheers. I'm sure there are more dangerous things in Westminster than Tom the Bowman.
We could all be run over by buses.
You've never been on a bus. The Lord Curzon of the 90s, aren't you?
What happened to him?
Curzon, the poor man was goaded into travelling home on a bus.
To prove that even though he didn't have the common touch, he knew what it was.
Right. Didn't quite come off.
Well, he got knocked over.
Good Lord, no. He simply spoiled it by asking the conductor to drop him at number 3 Eaton Square.
Do you think it's true?
Why not? Ghastly things, buses. Full of ghastly people.
My old man was on the buses.
Yes. Well, he probably knew Lord Curzon then. Now...
Nick, Polly for you on 3.
Oh, right. Excuse me, Chief.
That wasn't very kind.
I'm not Mother Teresa.
Well, there is something in between.
Oh, hello.
Not in this office.
He's a nice lad.
I thought you said he was dangerous. Too much muckraking, I seem to remember.
Oh, he's calmed down.
Really?
He has, I tell you. He's scrapped all the personal information discs. He's only interested in political files. Ask him.
Is that why he wanted to run a check on you?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, don't worry, I stepped on it. But just remember that next time you weep for his humble origins.
Hey, up, where are you off to then?
Oh, hi. I needed some air.
PMQ's just started.
Not that sort.
Would have thought you'd been in there. I suppose you've heard they're gunning for you, my girl.
I hadn't, but let them.
He'll have you in. You'll get yourself a right fanging.
Then what? Withdraw the whip?
They call it disloyalty.
They can call it what they like. If they do anything, I'll be a martyr. They don't want that.
Got it all worked out, haven't you, Jules? All tidied up.
Not really. Just thought of it.
I'm not sure what's got into you, but I don't believe that it's just the front bench.
More Wigton wisdom. Don't worry about me.
Listen to me. You may think I'm finished.
Of course I don't. You know that.
Well, whatever. But I'm not daft, and I care about you.
I know you do. And thanks.
Tell me just one thing, Jules.
I might. What?
Is it Charlie Bannister?
Dennis, I really don't know what you're talking about, honestly. And I'm not sure you do.
I told you I'm not daft. When you care for someone, you keep an eye on them. Sometimes you wish you hadn't. You see too much.
No, Dennis, it is not him. There is nothing there. There can be nothing there. There won't be anything there. I'm sorry to disappoint you. You can come away from the keyhole.
You old fool, Wigton. You flaming old fool.
We've about 100 coming. Thought it a reasonable idea to get a few people in. Not that you need any introduction, of course.
That should be good fun. You got the hacks invited?
Serious ones.
Are there any?
Yes, I'm talking about the lobby.
No, only kidding. Lovely job. I know most of them.
Ah, there you are, Charles. Tom, you too. My, Dum and Dee are at it in good time.
Just discussing a couple of points, Dougal.
Nothing private, of course.
Of course not.
Listen, old man.
So, I thought we did rather well. Little Miss Tartan Drawers handed them to us on a plate.
Well, that's their problem, not ours.
Pity she hadn't the guts to come into the chamber.
Something like Cameron's article is a godsend.
You'll learn soon enough that Charles has ambivalent feelings on divine intervention.
Is there something I should know?
I'm sorry, but let's get one thing clear. I am the party chairman. I will decide policy. I want no freelancing. Understood?
Oh, very clearly.
Tom?
I think so.
No, you'll have to excuse me. No, stay where you are. I'm seeing the PM in 5 minutes. I'll be back in 20.
And goodbye to you, me duck. Well, what brought that lot on?
How well do you know Charles?
Well, reasonably. I suppose through Mary we've got the same publisher.
Let me tell you something.
Hmm?
Charles and I have known each other since prep school.
Cozy?
I'm still learning.
I see. He's supposed to be straight up and down, old school, old values.
Old money.
The reliable image. Stuffy, but wise.
Which is why you'll make a good team. After all, Tom, if you don't mind me saying, you have a certain reputation.
It's taken a lot of hard work.
And you've got your seat in another place. Gossip writers guessing whether it's 5 or 6 million you're worth. And your pick of the fragrant floozies.
You make me sound more of a liability than an asset.
You are.
Well, you wouldn't have given me the job.
Probably not.
I didn't ask for it. Charles asked me.
Of course. Every campaign needs a fall guy.
Me?
Why not?
You've just been telling me what an honourable and straight fellow he is.
Charles, I did, didn't I? I also said I'm still learning. You've a lot of catching up to do.
I think there's a part of Charles which rather envies him.
I hardly know which part that might be. Himself's always avoided headlines. Our dear Bowman appears to write them.
It's got more to do with being himself. Charles can't quite understand it, so he's fascinated.
The man's a fraud.
Tom?
Certainly. The bumpkin image is quite contrived.
Not entirely.
The pipe is purely for the cameras. So are his cider press phrases and sayings. And as for his bedroom antics...
All right. I know all that. That's what Charles finds fascinating. How is it that such a man can get away with it?
Does he?
Of course he does. When Tom's scandalising in the gossip columns, he loves it. So does everyone else.
Simply a matter of temperament.
And how? When Charles is even mentioned in the papers, he agonises for days.
It's late. I must be off.
It isn't, Henry, but yes, I suppose you must.
I'm sorry about this evening.
Not to worry. Short notice, quite understand. Nice to see you. What was it you wanted?
Did I?
Of course you did. You always bring flowers on purely social calls.
And not a blossom.
Well?
Well, nothing really. It's just... Charles was asking me if we happen to know anything about Lord Bowman.
Such trusting friends.
A casual remark of that, I'm certain.
Charles never makes casual remarks. And?
A little. I mentioned to Charles that I might check.
Why tell me? I'm hardly interested in your grotty little nosy parkery.
No, I hope not, my dear. All the same, I thought I'd mention the department was playing in the dustbins once more.
What do you expect to find?
I sincerely hope, my dear, that there's nothing to find. Hmm?
Research Unit, K. Bennett. Oh, there you are. Well, I'm so pleased to hear it. What? Yes, of course I was being sarcastic. Good. See you shortly.
Paul?
She's very sweetly agreed to come in for the rest of the day.
That's not the way to handle her.
Oh, no, we're expected to handle her, are we? She's that precious.
Well, things on her mind.
It would be too much to expect that some of them would include work.
Look, I told you earlier.
Yes, I know. She was up with the milk, working before the Charles had so much as flicked a duster.
And Lord Bowman told the chief he was impressed.
Impressed?
Bisto.
Oh, then she couldn't have flinched.
Unnecessary.
I wouldn't dream of prying.
Not in your sleep, you wouldn't.
But this time last week, you were putting her down. What's changed?
She's good value.
I hate to think for what, nor how she's convinced you.
No, that's not nice, is it? I told you, she's cheesed. A lot on her mind.
And you're holding her hand. How big and brave we are. Black tie tonight, is it? Bannister Towers?
So?
One of you is a fast worker.
They've got Lord Bowman going round to eat.
Oh, Nick. when will you learn? The Bannisters don't have people going round, and they don't go to eat. They dine.
When I was a kid, I thought you had your dinner about 12:30.
So what changed that?
Oxford.
But they never got rid of your chip, did they?
Not a bad thing. Means you have to go for it. No time to sleep.
I hope you've told Polly that.
What is it with you? According to you, everyone's rotten.
Perhaps they are.
Maybe not everyone.
Well, you should know. You're the one with a computer. You're the one who never sleeps, remember?
At least I'm not scared of my secrets.
Is that meant to be cutting?
Well, it's got you going. Where are you off to tonight, then?
That, Master Nick, is none of your business, and don't you forget it.
I won't. But others might.
You know, in the good old days, this sort of thing wouldn't have happened.
People didn't tamper with committees because there weren't any, that's why.
Any road up, can't you get your people to do something? We don't need a new chairman.
But he hasn't said he's going to resign.
I'm telling you, the pressure's on him. Have a word with your lads, will you?
Truth is, Dennis, my writ runs outside, not inside the house.
Oh, yeah. Your boss listens to you. Everyone knows that.
Maybe.
If you say it's bad for business, then he'll kick back sides.
Nothing's happened yet. He hasn't said he's going, and no one has said he should.
Take it from me, they will. Now's the time to put on the tackety bits.
There's no need for the folksy stuff. I'll see what I can do.
Good lad.
Don't be patronising. Now, I must be about my leader's business.
Yeah, right you are.
Yes?
You, seen young Jules on your travels?
Here and there. Why?
She's in the Clag, you know.
She's not the first backbencher to write for the papers.
And slag off her own party.
I imagine she can look after herself.
Wasn't very smart. Not at the moment.
When is?
Certainly not now. New team, you see. They'll knife her, you know. They may be dripping with qualifications and the like, but they're still ruthless.
Like your generation.
And yours.
Jules will survive. She's got a lot of spirit.
This has nothing to do with spirit. You should know that.
Should I?
Of course you should. She's angry. Wanted to hit something. Front bench, well, it's the biggest target. And she'll not get away with it.
Where's the anger coming from?
Ah, that's another one for you, my friend. I was hoping you'd tell me.
You're quite impossible. I've told you before. Women of my age.
Our age.
Of my age. Anyway, you're not a woman. Women of my age don't do that sort of thing.
Of course they do. They're the only ones who do.
Well, I don't.
I haven't. Not done.
Stop it. Anyway, it's nothing but fantasy. I'm too late. I can't change now.
It's never too late. Anyway, could be fun, especially my way.
Ah, Tom, have you got a minute?
Of course I have, my lover. What's what, then?
You're supposed to be telling me, not him.
Not in front of the boss.
Am I missing something?
Surely, Charles, that's between you and your tailor.
I say, that's a little unnecessary, isn't it, darling?
A little what?
Don't worry.
See what you were going to say. I'm sorry, Charles. I really am. It's one of those terrible things. Once you start, you can't stop.
Yes, well, I'm afraid we're going to have to. Tom, I want to say a couple of words, but will you have a quick chat with the PM before I do?
Of course I will.
He's off to Washington first thing, wants to get away.
Lovely job. See you later.
Mary, we really must have an agreement that sparkling water's our tipple on these occasions.
Oh, you stuffy old what's it, Charles? This is water.
Oh, I'm sorry. The ice and lemon. I thought it was gin or something.
Did you?
Yes, I'm sorry. You were,
Got the giggles? Enjoying myself?
I suppose so.
You suppose correctly, darling. But it wasn't coming out of a bottle.
Ah, there you are, Nick. We thought you got lost.
Sorry, Chief. Pol needed a hand.
My God, every time we ask her to do something, our senior researcher has to hold her hand. Why?
You didn't actually say that, did you?
Right, no. She's picked up some gin in the committee corridor. Seems there's a hoolie brewing.
Oh, that.
Oh, that what?
Well, presumably super sleuth here means another committee chairman not towing the line.
This committee are asking the wrong questions.
The problem is they've been asking the right ones.
That, Nick, depends which answers we want in circulation.
You never mentioned it.
It's not important. Not to us, anyway.
Well, it could be if we can get a grip on all the questions and the answers.
Whatever for?
So that I, my dear, can drop inside information into the bombardier's hut before you understand, the matter becomes a
red facer.
Precisely.
But the whips know all about it. They must do.
Of course, but that doesn't mean the PM does.
Paul says the Gestapo is behind it.
The whips are behind everything. Or they're supposed to be. That's their job.
So why are we interested?
Because, my dear Kay, the whips like to run things. Number 10 is getting a bit fed up with it.
Too much power.
You're learning. What else?
Well, 10 needs the Gestapo to keep everyone in line, but doesn't like not knowing what's buzzing.
That's always been the case.
Not always. When Charles was chief whip, he always kept 10 in the picture.
Well, he wouldn't have dared to do anything else.
It wasn't a matter of daring. He told 10 before it went on.
Magic.
The PM should never be surprised. Charles made sure there were no surprises.
But he's still got the chop. Everyone knows that.
And then what happened? A knighthood, and now the chairmanship.
Bit of a player, wasn't he?
Is, Nick. Charles Bannister is, not was.
I was hoping Polly would have come. These occasions are rather useful.
I hope she's not reduced to that.
She's decided to get involved in politics, and she has to remember it's who as well as what, you know.
Mainly who?
Used to be. Meritocracy has its supporters.
Doesn't show.
New generation. Look around you. What do you see?
Same people, same conversations, same sparkling burgundy, and naturally, or rather not, depending on who you believe, same sparkling water.
I apologised.
You didn't.
I said sorry, twice.
Sorry from you is not an apology. It's an expression of embarrassment.
What's the matter?
Is there something?
There must be.
Where does it say that?
A couple of minutes ago, you were happy as a sandboy. What changed?
My gender, by the sound of it.
You know what I mean.
Probably, Charles, probably. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologise, darling.
You were slipping, Charles. How'd you know I was?
You must understand, Nick, on these occasions, people who really matter have to show up.
Right, Chief, yeah. A pretty short regrets list, yes?
Of course. If you're taking politics seriously, always say yes.
What happens if you're not invited?
Then you don't exist.
Blackballed?
You have to exist to be blackballed.
How do you know which receptions to go to?
If the PM's on the list, so must you be.
I might not be that important.
You can always tell. Quite important people go to parties. Important people hold them.
What about very important people?
They don't have to go.
Well, the Prime Minister's here.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
What about the common touch?
There isn't a single commoner invited.
Except the pretend ones, like him.
Bowman? He's different. But don't be fooled. He's also dangerous.
Con man, is he?
Well, so are a lot at Westminster. No, he's dangerous because he plays by his own rules.
And, according to the papers, he usually wins.
Especially the scandals.
Probably why Kay doesn't go much on it.
Well, she doesn't know him.
Oh, she did. Once.
You're certain?
Maybe more than once.
But what exactly did you...
Prime Minister, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, and if I may say so, more simply, friends.
Try turning your back, then we'll see.
As you know, we've gathered this evening to celebrate, perhaps launch is a better term, the new team.
Oh dear, this could take some time.
He's big with this lot, isn't he?
Of course, but then it's only Monday.
We must not be complacent. The task ahead is going to take a great deal of stamina from everyone in this room.
Oh, hello. Hello to you. Your husband started. Really? Is that why you're hiding? A minor accident.
Oh, dear. Oh, yes. Oh, won't it stain? Shouldn't you put sauce on it or something?
Probably. There wasn't any. I have a good mind to make him pay the cleaning bill.
Why not? He gets away with far too much, always has.
Always? You've known him long?
Of course. He's our daughter's surviving godfather. I thought you knew.
I didn't mean Dougal.
Oh, sorry. I naturally assumed that... Well, you know what I assumed, the way Dougal waves his hands about when he talks.
Oh, that. No, this is the work of the Glastonbury groper, or at least trying to avoid him.
Who?
Tom, I can't keep my hands off you, Bowman.
Oh, surely not. What happened?
I was just about to take a sip when he, well, not to put too fine a point on it, grabbed me.
You sure it was him?
If you're asking how many gropers do I recognise by touch, then no.
I didn't mean that.
And when he makes no attempt to deny it, the answer's yes.
Sometimes people have reputations that don't fit the real thing.
He's the real thing, all right. And I, for one, don't intend ending up as one of the famous Tom Bowman diary entries.
Sure, let's just talk. Inventions of the papers.
Not if you're in it, it's not.
And so finally, let me give you this message. Tom Bowman and I have a single purpose.
Watch the PM, Nick.
We must make sure
He's bored.
that a simple message
Come
is
on,
easily
Charles,
understood,
wind it up before
not
he
just
falls
by our own
over.
people,
Which is why he
but
needs
the
Bowman.
country as a whole. We
By the
shall
by,
be
Nick,
clearing the path
what was that you were
for the
saying
next
about
election,
him and Kay?
Brighton
not with
conference a couple of years
palms,
back.
What
but
happened?
with the
Well,
Prime
in the
Minister's
shower.
policies
So I heard.
Well, that's
based on
ridiculous.
Not if you're enjoying it, Chief.
compassion, and our campaign for family values and decency.
It's going to rain again.
Needs a lot of it to wash down a Mercedes.
What's that got to do with it?
Farmers.
What?
No, nothing, just a joke. Farmers always complaining, rich, Mercedes. Get it?
Sorry, I'm a bit slow tonight. Anyway, I thought they had Volvos, not Mercedes.
Probably right. You usually are. But perhaps not this time.
We'll see.
No, Jules, you can't pick and choose. Not in this game, certainly not in opposition.
You make me sound like a spoilt brat.
You are, in some ways.
Thanks.
No, seriously. You've got a good mind, you know how to use it, and you could have a big future.
That's not how they put it.
Well, what do you expect them to say? Nice little article in the paper, Miss Cameron. Nice to see they spelled our names right.
Pygmies. Unelectable pygmies.
That, Jules, is not for you to decide.
Who then?
Voters. They're the people with the crosses, not you.
And they've said no.
Last time. Perhaps not next.
Or the one after that, or the one after that.
You told them that?
I didn't have to. They'd read the paper. I could see it in their eyes.
Look at an infantryman's eyes and you can tell how much war he's seen.
What's that?
Some American in the last war. He was right. That's what you saw tonight. Tired infantrymen.
No generals.
No, love. Not a flaming general among them.
So you agree with me?
Yes. I suppose I do.
And?
Doesn't have to be any and, does there?
That's giving up.
There's plenty to be done in that place without worrying what might happen in a couple of years' time.
I worry.
Well, good, so you should. This'll all blow over in a couple of weeks. It'll be business as usual.
Not for me, it won't.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm going.
Going where? Home?
In a way, yes. I've made up my mind, Dennis. I've had enough. I'm resigning. I'm getting out.
The House featured Julian Glover as Charles, Peter Kelly as Dougal, Isla Blair as Mary, Christopher Benjamin as Henry, Siobhan Redmond as Juliet Cameron, Jane Booker as Kay, Julian Dutton as Nick, David Ryle as Wigton, and Bill Wallace as Tom Bowman. The producer was Neil Cargill. The House by Christopher Lee, featuring Julian Glover as Sir Charles Bannister and Peter Kelly as Dougal Baxter.
Shouldn't you be gone? Oh, it said you were going in early.
Don't nag.
More tea, Charles.
A few minutes won't hurt.
More tea. I'm reminding, not nagging.
No, thanks.
That's not what it sounded like.
Is there something the matter?
No, why?
You're ratty.
And you're being mumsy. Don't let it worry you, though.
Being late seems so unnecessary, even rude. You live 5 minutes walk from the office.
Absolutely.
Well, who cares? And they only sit around drinking coffee and telling lies about the night before.
Surely Dougal doesn't let them get away with that.
Well, he's hardly there.
I say, it all sounds rather casual. I'm sure the taxpayers would love all this.
Oh, there isn't very much to do.
I thought this was Dougal's super-duper research unit, Washington-on-Thames and all that.
Well, Nick's the only one that does anything. The others are goofers.
What's that?
Charles, darling, how nice of you to join us.
Well, he hasn't. He's hiding. Aren't you?
Henry's giving me lunch, darling. You coming? Charles?
See?
Charles!
I shouldn't think so.
If you should, you will tell him, won't you? 1 o'clock, Overton's.
Tom seems to be in the paper again.
It's nice of him to ask us. Please try and make it.
Where?
He's a bit of a prat, isn't he? He's always after publicity.
Lunch, darling.
We'll see. And young Nick.
Let's see.
Yeah. Both of them.
What do they look like?
I thought you liked Nick.
I think they look stupid.
Because you know them.
What's that got to do with it?
A lot. Someone in silly shorts on a beach, for example, can look fun if you don't know them, embarrassing if you do.
I think they look fun.
I'm told we have to be more aware of our image.
Oh, shell suit, and look at those headbands. Oh, that was a sharp executive decision, wasn't it? Well, it's 9 o'clock, and time to feel guilty. Bye-bye.
Bye, darling. Are you in tonight?
Don't know. Bye, Daddy.
Bye.
When will you know?
I don't know. Does it matter?
Suppose not.
Bye.
Bye.
Quite like old times.
It's nice having her home.
Yes, when she is.
How would you know, Charles?
She's not getting too close to young Nick, is she?
I don't know.
No ideas?
Should I have?
I suppose he's better than that wretched drummer fellow.
At what?
I must say, you both look as if you're about to keel over with exhaustion. You seen this, Kay?
Should have seen us when we finished.
No, I haven't seen any of the papers yet. What?
This.
Oh, my God. Who set that up?
Not guilty.
Although I suppose this makes you look quite respectable, Nick. Don't you agree?
No, I don't.
But I would have thought Bowman was a little elderly for jogging.
He's only 40-something. Anyway, he's running, Chief, not jogging.
Ooh, how precious.
According to Tom...
Oh, it's Tom now, is it?
He says it's quite something to get the press out of their pyjamas first thing.
I can tell you at least 2 he's managed it with.
Really?
Yes, I'm sure he'll pass on their names if you're feeling lonely.
I really can't believe this is the right image for Charles's people. I must speak to him.
It's publicity, that's what we need.
This? I thought he was deputy chairman of a political party, not of a health club for wrinklies.
Mind you, he got more attention than the trade figures this morning.
He was supposed to.
Headbands and designer sweat isn't exactly the smack of firm government.
Diversionary tactics, that's what Tom called it.
Excuse me for asking, Nick, but doesn't it seem strange that one moment you never met Lord Bowman, the next, well, first names, and this?
Well, it's down to you, Chief. That reception? Next morning I saw him running in the park and we, well...
Just... Love at first sight. How sweet.
That's not funny.
Presumably he tells you things.
Not really.
Then what do you do on these outings?
Run.
Just run?
Yeah.
And that, my lord, is the case for the defence.
Just give it a rest, OK?
Ooh, touchy.
Look, it's no big deal. I got to meet Lord Bowman. Great. We run. Great. He says call him Tom. Great. End of first feature.
What's he call you?
Well, Nick, I suppose. Why?
Does he?
I don't remember. Is it important?
Bowman has total recall on female telephone numbers. Everyone else he calls love.
Nothing wrong with his memory, then?
Until it comes to names, then he's very choosy.
Right.
So, Nick, perhaps you should make sure he remembers yours. OK, love?
You're sure you won't come?
Darling, I'm sorry. No can do.
Henry would enjoy it. We haven't seen him in ages.
I don't call the Tuesday before last ages.
Henry does. Anyway, that was a dinner party. This would be just the 3 of us.
Until I've sorted the front office, long lunches with your brother will have to wait.
Can't Tom do a lot of it?
No, darling. Tom's role is very clear. He's Tom, and that's it.
The acceptable face of the party.
It's all acceptable. He's another part of the image.
Non-political.
Apolitical.
That suggests you're ashamed of your policies.
No, it's just I'm a realist.
That's what I said.
Nothing wrong with our policies, but they take time to work.
Send in the clown.
I don't think Tom would like to be seen as a latter-day Grimaldi.
He doesn't.
Who says?
He does.
When did he say that?
Oh, I don't know. Sometime.
He said it to you?
I suppose so. I might have heard it from someone else.
Is that likely?
Could have imagined it. Perhaps at the party last week.
I imagine it must have been.
Am I being cross-examined?
I'm interested.
So it seems.
If Tom has doubts about the job, then I'd like to know, especially if he's telling you and not me.
I didn't say he was.
Look, it doesn't matter.
Then why behave as if you were back at the Bailey?
Well, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Drop me in front of the main gate, will you?
Right you are.
Are you taking it on?
Don't look so worried, darling. Window shopping only, I promise.
Fine. Give my love to Henry.
I will. Oh, There's good timing. You can give my love to your little friend.
What little friend? Oh, I see. You're being silly again.
Of course I am, darling. Bye. Burlington Arcade, if you will.
Okay, love.
Love? That'll be the day. Silly? Of course I'm being silly, Charles. Why not? It's so very fashionable. I say, quick, would you pull over there? There, by the pillar box.
Okay, no.
Hi! There you are. I tried to call you.
First time I came through these gates with you. Morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
You've not long arrived. Very much the new member.
I thought you were pompous.
You still do.
No, I don't. Remote.
From you?
Wish you were. No, you simply don't know how the other half lives.
Out of touch.
No, you've never been in touch.
That's a little hard.
Hard times are here to stay, or hadn't you heard?
Yes, indeed. I did hear you had a hard time yesterday. I'm sorry.
Why? I wrote the article. The newspaper printed it.
I'm still sorry.
The so-called executive committee was offended. They went through their threatening act. It's down to me, not your fault.
I'm not apologizing. I'm sorry. There is a difference.
Oh.
I meant it. I am sorry. It's never good to see a friend losing faith.
There's no loss of faith. I still believe in the party.
But not the leadership. Not my business, sorry.
Regret or apology this time?
Was it worth it?
Do you mean how much did they pay me?
You know I don't. Anyway, it was probably £300.
How did you know that? You've been checking.
No, that's the going rate. Mind you, I'd have thought indiscretion must be worth at least another 100.
But they've all done it. The whole thing about opposition is saying what you feel.
Not publicly.
Nowadays, everything's public.
That's something you have to accept.
No, I don't.
I didn't say conform.
That's what you meant.
I didn't.
What then?
You have to accept that everything you say will be taken down and one day be used against you.
This is London, not Washington.
Once.
You know, Chang, we really are miles apart. Aren't we?
If you have to tell me, then ask me, well, perhaps you have some thinking to do.
Perhaps. I've had enough. Time to move on.
After 4 years? Nonsense. It'll all blow over.
What will?
The fuss. Your agent, executive committees, disciplinary committees, everything.
And me?
Try a long weekend of constituents moaning about bypasses. That'll soon clear your mind.
You really don't understand, Chang, do you? Pat the little girl on the shoulder. Tell her not to forget her dinner money. I meant it.
Of course you did.
Not of course. I did, because I'd thought about it. Don't you understand? I believe what I wrote.
We all do. Sometimes.
It's that sometimes that I hate.
Oh, that is pompous.
It's important to me.
I see. How important?
I've resigned.
You? What? Just like that?
No, not just like that. If it were, then yes, you'd be right. Nothing more than a little local difficulty tucked somewhere in a corner of my head.
What absolute rubbish. You can't possibly go.
Oh, yes, I can.
No.
You're doing it to me again. I'm going, and that's that.
You know, Tom, I'm beginning to believe... Morning!
Morning, Dougal. Well...
Thank you. You seem to be taking this deputy nonsense quite seriously.
Oh, is it nonsense?
Of course. I could name you more Belgians than past deputy chairman.
So why are you interested, my lover?
It seemed to me that you could do with some help.
You?
Oh, no, I'm far too busy, you understand. So many people rely on me.
For what?
Advice, of course.
Good with unwanted pregnancies, are you?
When they're political ones, yes.
OK, my son, you can have that one. What are you suggesting?
As you know, I have a research department.
Oh, no, thanks. I'm staying kosher until I got my feet under the table.
I'm offering one of my staff, young Nick.
Ah, the junior devil you know. Yes, I like him, yes. He's not a hustler.
Of course. I've trained him.
I wonder you have time.
Very amusing. He's good. Analysis, forecasting, monitoring. He's spot on. Gets it right.
Front office has got him going on shelves. Every would-be MP in the party banging on the door, offering their services.
And you have to take your turn with them.
Sometimes.
Nick would belong to you.
Why?
That would be the arrangement.
No, love. Why the offer?
It wouldn't be a secret.
And if he comes up with the goods and I sell them, you get a pat on the back, eh?
We both do.
I'm not trying to get back into cabinet. I don't need it.
Oh, but you do. If the organisation and the cheerleading doesn't work, you'll get the blame.
I'm just the deputy, remember? 6 below King Leopold.
Ah, yes, but you're the one with the big smile. You're the individual, the personality. You're the one with the Ferrari.
You think Charles would duck the blame?
It wouldn't even come his way. He's already thought of that.
Well, but my job's nothing more than pressing the flesh. Opening fundraising dinners, groping premenstrual needs.
And if it all works?
Then it does.
And you don't want anything else?
What's bigger than a coronet?
A red box.
Nope. Too much like hard work.
And you'd say no?
It wouldn't be offered.
Okay. Only a thought. I'll see you later.
Hey, just a minute, sunshine. Are you telling me you know something?
Tom, understand me. I'm telling you I know more than you.
There you go, Bisto. That's the lot.
Oh, thank you very much, friend.
Don't mention.
You really think Bowman's going to read all this? That's not what he does.
Chief says deliver, we deliver.
But he's not interested in this rubbish.
Said he is.
Listen to this. 28.3% renewal schemes have a founded capital retention of 14%, which is up 2.6% on the same period last year.
Great.
This is really boring.
Facts shall speak facts unto facts. It's brill. Say it again.
Oh, drop dead.
Depends how you put it across. He's a good talker.
Well, he's into bodice rippers and cookbooks, not this.
Shows he's smart. Smart kiddies know the big issues.
Well, since when has training been a big issue?
Since a long time. Read the rest.
No, thanks.
You should. He got more speech time than anything last month.
I didn't say it's not important. I said...
Not a big
not
issue.
a big issue. Right.
Well, it's going to be.
Not with language like this.
The chief says starting next week, 10's going big on it.
So, let them.
The chief says we turn it into English, give it to Tom. He spiels, pretends he believes it.
Doesn't he?
Well, it doesn't matter as long as he looks good and we get the back praise.
Does Daddy know about this?
Not my rickshaw.
Has Dougal told him? I mean, that's all I want to know.
Split loyalties, Bisto?
Mummy says Dougal only tells you what he's doing when you found out for yourself.
OK, I'll ask.
Cheers.
My pleasure.
I bet.
Come on, cheer up.
Sure.
Look, I promise I'll find out.
Oh, don't worry, as you say, it's no big deal.
Things still mucky at home?
A bit.
How's your ma? She's nice.
She is.
Your dad said anything yet?
Oh, well, usual, not to be silly, nothing going on.
Well. OK.
I'm sorry, I just don't need to talk about it right now.
I thought you might want to say something, that's all.
It's nice of you, Nick.
The white whiskers and the red dressing gown are in the post. Grotto opens next week.
I meant it.
Sure you did. Any time.
Yes. Anything else? Really? Oh, blast. Keep trying the flat, would you? She was going back before lunch. Thanks.
Problems?
Henry, he's cancelled lunch. We can't get hold of Mary to tell her. Blast. I'm sorry. Where were we?
Tom, you were saying you wanted to write your own speeches.
That's right, love. There's no point me trying to read the front office handout, is there?
No?
Well, it's hardly my style, is it?
I suppose not, but the tailoring is good. We can't afford to speak in too many tongues.
Should that be a problem? Everything's cleared through the office anyway.
You want me to say things other people don't, right?
The simple message. Leave the small print to ministers.
I'm the Ladybird Book of Political Science, yes?
Of course. You speak to the people who move their lips when they read.
You do, after all, attract a certain type of audience.
Eat with their mouths open, read with their minds closed. Is that it?
There you are, old man. That's exactly it. It's your way with the language we need.
What if I have my own thoughts? What happens to those?
As deputy chairman, you're not exactly expected to generate new thinking.
Well, that makes me a bit of a drongo, doesn't it?
Well, that's up to you. Put it across like one, and yes, it does.
So you two are saying that no one cares a damn about what I have to say?
As Charles says, you have a way with words. You're right. No one cares a damn.
And why am I doing it?
Because they are interested in what Tom Bowman, personality, publisher, millionaire, storyteller, says.
So if I were a female, you'd be hiring me for my milky white thighs and heaving bosoms.
But we make sure we get someone much younger.
Thanks very much.
Come on, Tom. He's playing devil's advocate.
What's different this time is that we have the backup to make the job interesting.
Who for? Me?
Of course not. To the dreary party faithful. They love you. We've got to make sure you've got something to say other than have a nice election.
Excuse me.
Did he or did he not weep?
Yes? Oh, no, I can't now. Let me see. Tell him I'll pop across at about 12:30. OK? Oh, Rose, any luck with Lady Bannister? Hey-ho, keep trying, will you?
Perhaps she's gone for a sailor.
What? Oh, yes, probably. Now, Tom, why not come to the Policy Committee meeting tomorrow?
Am I old enough?
Seriously, you need to be part of it. 11 o'clock, right?
OK, lovely job. I hope you get lunch diddled.
I'm sure. I'll ask Rose to call Overton's. They'll tell her when she arrives.
Seem to waste a good feed.
Knowing Mary, she'll find something expensive to do in Jermyn Street.
I'd bet. I'll tell her on the way out.
Who?
Rose.
Oh, that's very kind. Don't trouble yourself.
Oh, it's no trouble, love. Consider it done. Bye.
Well?
You'll have to keep an eye on him.
Don't worry. He's very shrewd.
That's what I mean.
Perhaps. Now, I've got to wade through this lot. It's worse than being a minister again.
Do you think you will?
Dougal, you are astonishing. I've only just moved into this job.
Well, there's nothing wrong in planning ahead.
Is that what you're doing with Tom?
Of course. But so are you.
Oh, I wouldn't have said that, old man.
I wouldn't expect you to. But you know as well as I do, every chairman hits bad weather.
Inevitably.
And when you do, they'll try to dump you.
That depends.
Charles, you can't afford too many more depends. Next time you'll need a body to toss to the vultures.
Or be prudent enough to lose my seat.
That won't work a second time. Mind you, you'd look good in a sampan and a feathered hat.
That one's taken, and my bones are too old for the Falklands.
That's why we have to look ahead.
And you think I'm preparing Tom Bowman as my official sacrifice?
You'd be daft if you weren't, Charles. And I've never believed you were that.
You realise this'll put more work on you?
That's good. There really isn't enough to do now.
Is that why you took your time over the trade figures?
There was no hurry.
Well, that's not the point.
Nick cancelled them anyway.
You weren't to know he was going to.
Well, someone must have.
Gather around, Bistos. We have a smoochy one here.
Ah, just the man. When did you know you weren't going to need the trade figures?
Well, as soon as the chief told me. Now listen to
Yeah,
this.
when was that?
When I wrapped them. Now guess what's steaming off the Westminster presses?
See? Well, if you'd finished them quickly, perhaps they wouldn't have dropped them.
You kiddies want the latest scandal, or do you want to read about it tomorrow?
Oh, come on then, Dempster. Who's this week's confession?
None other than...
The Queen.
Close, but no cigar. It's our very own Miss Longlegs Cameron.
Oh.
You're sure?
007, sure.
Do we know why?
They say it's that article she scribbled. Boss class, no likey.
What do you mean they say, isn't it?
Way I hear it, Bistos, that's the excuse. There's something much deeper.
How deep?
Well, according to some of the hacks, it could be your place or mine stuff. Paul?
Paul?
Very delicately played. Such sensitive timing.
Oh, hell. I didn't think.
Perhaps you'd better tell your Auntie Kay exactly what you know.
You can always change your mind.
This is personal, not politics.
What does old Wigton say?
What you'd expect. If it's principle, fine. If it's personal, then, according to him, I'm daft as a brush.
And are you?
That too. But no, Chang, you don't have to worry. It's not you, it's not us, it's me.
Well, this doesn't mean we can't be friends.
I'm not getting out so we can be, if that's what you're thinking.
I didn't say that.
I heard what you said. I was asking what you were thinking.
What are you going to do?
Oh, run ICI, write a bestseller, marry, settle down and have divorces, usual thing.
If I can be of any help.
You can. Leave me alone. Stop making me feel like a mistress.
But you're not.
Then it should be easy, shouldn't it?
Ah, there you are, Charles. And you. My, aren't we full of surprises?
Excuse me, will you? Bye now.
Bye.
Glad you took my advice. So wise.
What does that mean?
What I said.
You are a creep.
Why, thank you.
Anyway, I didn't. Nothing you said would have the slightest interest for
Now,
me.
steady. Is all this necessary?
Of course not.
What advice?
A friendly warning, Charles. Nothing more.
Will one of you explain what's been going on?
As far as I'm concerned, nothing. But if you don't believe me, ask this whatever it is that passes as a friend of yours.
She's extremely excitable, isn't she?
You better tell me, Dougal.
There's nothing.
What was the friendly warning?
Oh, that.
Please.
We happened to be talking.
When was it?
I really don't remember. As I say, it wasn't important.
When?
Week? 2 weeks ago?
And?
Oh, nothing much. I think I may have mentioned that it would be better for her if she didn't pester you.
You said what? You threatened her?
No. Warned her, maybe. You could never call it threatened.
Dougal, you fathead. What in blazes are you telling me?
Charles, I'm your friend. I'm Mary's friend. I'm Polly's godfather.
That's what I'm telling you.
Mind if I sit down?
Oh, it's you. No, please yourself, it's a free country.
I wouldn't bet the ranch on that.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
Here, move under. You're soaking.
Thanks.
My pleasure. Nice, isn't it? I like parks, especially when it's chucking it down.
How did you know I was here?
Big gardens with someone else fixing the weeds. Really sensible.
How did you know?
Well, it's where I'd have come. Anyway, it's next door. Well, almost.
You know me that well?
No. I could have been wrong. Do you want a handkerchief?
No, thanks. I've got a tissue.
Good.
What is?
Well, I haven't got one.
Tissue?
No, handkerchief. You can use my tie if you want.
Oh, shut up, not you.
I'm sorry, I didn't think.
That's me, not you.
Look.
It doesn't matter, really.
It does.
No, not now.
Yes, it does. The tapes were running the announcement as I came out.
Good.
Pretty clear. It was that article of hers, nothing else.
Right.
Wanted you to know.
Thanks.
I'm sorry.
No need. It's nothing to do with you.
If I care, it is.
I don't want you to.
Care?
Bother yourself.
Maybe not, but I do.
No, thanks, but
There's no need.
Right.
Okay, Bish, so I'll see you later.
Well, here, you'll get soaked.
No, you keep it. My Mac's okay. You all right?
Sure. You go and get your salt beef. You'll like that.
Want one?
No, I'm not hungry.
I'll bring you one back.
Please don't.
You're sure you're going to be okay?
No, Nick, please.
Yeah. Okay. See you.
Hello, love. Where's the troops to?
I wondered when you'd show up.
Did you know? I am flattered.
Well, there's no need. I have the same feeling about old age.
You're not still annoyed. That was ages ago. Good, clean fun, that's all.
I hate to think what you do for a stag night.
You knew what you were getting into?
Not the shower, I didn't. Look, it wasn't funny. It still isn't.
Hiya. Oh, hello.
God, you're soaked.
I was beginning to think I'd come to the wrong place.
Careful.
Only water.
How is she?
Oh, she'll be okay. Sorry I wasn't here when you arrived.
That's all right. I've got to be gone sharpish. Someone into the Linctors?
One of the researchers. Oh, of course, I'd forgotten. You know her. Polly.
Well, what's the problem?
She's a little queasy. It's the weather.
Rain?
Research
Makes
unit
you
next week.
queasy.
Some of us need even less incentive.
Yeah, he's here
This
now.
germ warfare of yours,
Will do,
is
no
it going to last?
Not if you're
No, I
leaving.
won't have
Oh, no, I'm staying.
I'll wait till you show.
If anyone's going, 'tis not me, my love.
Okay, bye-bye.
Not me.
I'm very sorry, Charles, but even if you couldn't, your friends could see disaster ahead.
That is arrant nonsense, and I might say insulting.
What sort of nonsense would it have been if the Sun, the News of the World, any of them splashed you across their front pages?
There was absolutely nothing to splash, as you call it.
You've got a very short memory.
At the time, there were many assumptions made, none of them correct.
I was Home Secretary, Charles. The security people did keep me informed.
Occasional suppers did not justify their innuendo. Anyway, you're a fine one to talk.
I'm not party chairman. I'm not the one giving long speeches about standards.
And you're not the one to tell me nor my friends how to behave.
I happen to know that in the past month, the Prime Minister has told two of our colleagues to behave
The
themselves.
Bombardier doesn't get involved in these matters.
He does when security reports tell him that one of them's sleeping with a television producer, and the other one is less than what I believe is called straight.
Don't be ridiculous.
And his religious advisor is being very, very catty.
Come on, Dougal. How do you know all this when I don't? I am party chairman, after all.
Well, I had thought of that. Really, you should ask the Bombardier, not me. I'm only your friend.
You're sure you don't want to go home?
I'm fine.
I'm sorry we know as much as we do.
That's what Mummy says about the house. Everyone knows your secrets before you do.
Look, I'm sorry. As Kay says, it's a bit of a bummer everyone knowing things, but there's no point pretending we don't.
Oh, look, come on, you two. Don't worry. I'm a bit stressed, that's all. I wasn't ready for it.
Life is a sod sometimes, isn't
I
it?
suppose so.
Especially when you know who the sod is.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, well, as a home for clumsy remarks, I'm sure we must come highly recommended.
Actually, it's very funny when you think about it. The house, it's like It's like living in a virus. Eventually everyone gets to sneeze the same clothes.
Maybe the speaker should shout achoo instead of order, order.
That's right. And then they'll all shout back,
Bless you. And then they all fall down.
And someone calls it question time.
Hi, this is a jolly little music hall. Can anyone join in?
Only if you have an obvious sense of humour.
I'd rather hope there was nothing obvious about me.
Well, in that case, you must have.
I'm just about to start on Lord Bowman, OK?
Start what? Or is that too funny for words? How are you, Polly? You look pale.
And interesting. It's the latest look.
It's certainly catching. You're sure you're all right?
Really, thanks. I was hoping to help Nick.
Oh, no need for all the shovels to dig, right, Chief?
If it's for Tom Bowman, then the deeper the pit, the better.
What happened to you?
When?
Well, whenever. It's pretty clear he gives you the runs.
Do not get me on the subject of Bowman.
Why not?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, but it does, my dear. I think we'd all like to hear.
There's nothing to tell.
Come now, Kay. There's always something to tell. We all know that, don't we?
Should we get on then, Nick?
No. Let's see what Kay has to say. What is it about Tom?
Well, probably nothing. Seems a nice bloke.
Go on, tell us.
If you insist.
Of course not. If it's a personal matter, of course not. I wouldn't dream of it.
It's nothing personal, just an observation.
Mm.
If you're a woman, he has long arms and wandering hands, and if you're an enemy, he has a long memory.
Is that it?
More or less.
Hardly something from the back of the cupboard, is it?
What if you're a friend?
Now, that means you're sleeping with him.
You're sure?
Not really. I've never been friendly with him.
Of course.
What happens if you're a man?
That's one humiliation I have managed to avoid.
Oh, my God. Isn't there anyone around this place who's normal?
Around this place, that is normal.
Well, thanks for the warning. I like him.
Of course you do, Nick. Just don't tell the news of the world.
You mustn't take Charles too seriously, and especially not Dougal.
I have to. They're in charge of the luncheon vouchers.
Don't tell me they're paying for this.
No, you are.
Oh, am I? What if I told you I haven't any money?
What if I told you we'd have to discuss the matter elsewhere?
I tell you not to be cheeky.
Why?
Because you are.
Honestly?
No, dishonestly.
You didn't have to stay.
Yes, I did. I was hungry.
For what?
Don't be corny.
I'm being honest.
Don't. I like you better the other way.
Seriously?
Not today, thank you.
Why did you stay?
I wanted to.
Well,
there's no well-thens. Lunch was fine. I said thank you. I'm a good girl, I am.
you're teasing me.
Fun, isn't it?
Could be.
Not with your rules.
That's not what you said before.
Before was before. A long time
That's all right,
before.
Arthur.
Today's today.
There she is.
You could have gone shopping.
Oh dear. Perhaps I should have.
Well, there's a thing.
Didn't he's ever been called that.
Very.
Hello, darling. What a lovely surprise.
The House featured Julian Glover as Charles, Peter Kelly as Dougal, Isla Blair as Mary, Siobhan Redmond as Juliet Cameron, Jane Booker as Kay, Ruth Gemmell as Polly, Julian Dutton as Nick, and Bill Wallace as Tom Bowman. The producer was Neil Cargill. The House by Christopher Lee, featuring Julian Glover and Isla Blair.
I'm not sure what you expect me to do about it. Frankly, she'll listen to you, not me.
I don't expect you to do anything, Charles.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't mean it that way. What I'm saying is that, well,
Look, darling, answer me this. Is there a problem?
I suppose not.
Does that mean there might be?
It means I'm worried.
Oh, you're her mother, of course you are.
You're her father, and of course you're not.
Darling, I would be if I knew what it was we're supposed to be worrying about.
There's something odd about him. You said so yourself.
Well, he probably thinks the same about us. Now, I must go. It's 1:45, and Rose is here with 2 weeks of letters for me to sign.
Say hello for me, won't you?
Of course I will. All right?
Not really, but okay. Just one thing.
Fine. See you this evening. Bye.
Polly.
Who knows, who knows?
She's old enough to sort out her own problems.
Are they ever? Here, present for you.
Thanks. She's not a child anymore. Anything special?
Thank yous, no thank you. Signatures, that's all.
Right.
Expect Lady Bannister thinks she is.
A child, exactly.
Oh, mothers always do. Look at mine. 91, nutty as a fruitcake. Still thinks I'm incapable of doing anything right.
I'm sorry, I didn't even ask. How was she?
Just as I said, completely doolally-tap.
But she was pleased to see you.
Yes, when she remembered who I was.
Oh, dear. That bad, is it?
When it's convenient.
Doesn't sound much like a holiday.
Hmm.
There you are. All done.
Oh, thanks. Oh, well, I don't know. Herne Bay has its moments.
You're not thinking of...
Moving? Oh, I keep looking. Prices are cheap down there. But now she's in the nursing home. Well, it's only a couple of hours door to door.
And she's well looked after, I'm sure.
It's just the way she looks at me when I leave.
I must say it makes our problems rather insignificant.
Yeah, Polly's got a new boyfriend. Is he giving you jip?
Young Nick. You know him?
Green braces and brill cream.
Mary thinks he's somewhat strange.
Anything I can do?
Oh, I don't think there's anything to do. All in the imagination. Anyway, we've enough to do here.
Mopping up the blood. Talk about the long knives.
Folks shouldn't expect me to change things without taking a few casualties.
Glad I was away. Somebody said half the staff's gone, and that's not the end of it.
Rationalisation.
Oh, yes. Where have I heard that before?
Well, they were taken on during the election and, well, seemed to stay.
Sounds as if chairman of the board is a bit different from chairman of the party. You happy about it?
It's more than I suggested, but yes, we have to accept it. The day of the enthusiastic amateur is no more.
Turning the party into a PLC's a bit drastic.
Not if we want to stay in government.
Polly! Polly! Polly!
Yes.
Oh, you made me jump.
Sorry.
Here you are.
Thanks.
No sugar in it. Why didn't you answer me?
Who was that?
Who was what?
On the phone.
When?
A couple of minutes ago.
It really is amazing. Whatever happened to privacy?
Oh, I'm sorry. There I go, breathing again.
There's no need to be sarcastic.
I wasn't. Do what you like. I was interested, that's all.
It would be nice to think that I don't have to account for every tiny moment of my day.
You don't?
I do. I go shopping. Where did you go? I take Worcester for a walk. Who did you see? Who's that letter from? Who was that on the phone? Why are you wearing that dress?
People are interested.
People? There are only 3 of us, and one of them's me, for God's sake.
Oh, look, listen, don't get so stressed. It was nothing. It was a phone call, OK?
It was Daddy.
Oh. What did he want?
Nothing in particular.
It's nice.
I tell you what. Why don't we have lunch together? Yes?
Oh, Mummy, I can't.
Of course not. What a silly idea.
No, it would be really nice, really. Well, look, I'm meeting Nick.
Oh.
Oh, what?
No, nothing. No, nothing at all. I must get on.
Don't you like him?
I don't dislike him.
Well, what then?
I said nothing. Actually, he's very polite. Watches, smiles, stands up when I come in, talks to me. What more could a mother want?
He works really hard.
So Tom says.
Oh, you've been checking on him?
Of course not.
Well, it sounds like it. Why were you talking about him?
Just in passing.
When was this?
There we are. Exactly what I was saying. Have you been checking? Why? When?
No, I must go.
Don't get twitchy.
Oh, I'm not. I'm late. Hey, listen. Why don't you come with us? Lunch, I mean.
That's very sweet of you, darling, but I shall have beans on toast and then take my neurosis shopping.
Oh, rubbish, you're coming.
No, really.
Mummy, that's settled. Anyway, Nick likes you.
Pass that towel, will you? Do I get a badge of approval or courage? Thanks.
Seriously, it does.
Is he serious?
Oh, it's just lunch, OK? It's 1 o'clock, downstairs canteen.
In the Commons? You mean the dining room?
No, the canteen.
I didn't know there was one.
Oh, where do you think the hoi polloi eats? Handouts on the embankment?
He's not due back until tomorrow night. I could telephone if it's urgent.
It would be useful to know.
Did he say anything to you, Nick?
Say again?
Has Mr. Baxter said how long you're working for Tom Bowman? Sir Charles needs to know.
Well, nothing to me. We got a prob.
Lord Bowman suggested we write you into the new management structure.
Oh, magic.
A temporary arrangement, nothing more, you understand, but it depends on...
Who pays?
I'm afraid nowadays everything and everyone has to be accounted for.
Well, it doesn't matter. The chief says I'm paid out of the foundation budget.
We have to be careful. That's for educational and research funding. It doesn't cover your speech writing.
I have to research them.
Presumably speeches come under political activities.
Right, and the foundation doesn't fund party political work.
Well, no one's going to know.
We do.
And if it got out that we were diverting funds, the whole lot would be stopped.
Not to mention the scandal.
Perhaps Tom can cough up. He's got plenty.
That would be expecting too much.
Well, don't see why. He's doing well out of it.
He always does.
Nice interview in the Sundays. We got a couple of box slots next month. Chat show and late-night talking heads. Well heavy.
Don't put out too many flags, will you?
Well, I thought I was supposed to.
Just remember, Tom Bowman's deputy chairman. He's not running for president.
Give him half a chance and he will.
I really don't believe I'm a pessimist, but I do hope Nick doesn't get carried away.
That could be one solution.
Tell me more.
He needs a tight rein. Bowman says call me Tom. They get sweaty on their morning runs. Nick's impressionable.
He's right for Tom, of course. He's produced some good results and he's building him a more responsible image.
Which we both know is nothing but that. An image.
You don't trust them?
Tom Bowman is dangerous.
That's pretty damning.
He doesn't need us. Being deputy chairman amuses him, but once it doesn't, he'll drop us.
In what?
Exactly.
So, you think I made the wrong decision?
It wouldn't have been mine.
I see.
Especially in your new organisation. I would have thought Bowman was out of place.
Well, we're simply running the party as a business.
Non-profit?
The dividend is getting re-elected. I'm making sure we've got the best organisation to do so.
Well, it's very difficult for me, but I'm not the only one who has doubts about him.
I see.
You often do.
I remember you once chastising me for saying that.
Chastising? How grand.
You did. We were in the committee corridor.
Oh, I remember all right. You were giving me a lesson in judgment, ruthlessness and loyalty.
So I was. Now you're doing the same.
You probably think I'm speaking out of turn.
Was this what you wanted to tell me?
Do you mind?
Not at all. I asked you. Tell me something else. What about young Nick?
Hard-working, chip on his shoulder.
About what?
Background, social position, usual sort of thing.
Is it usual nowadays? He seems very confident.
Don't let the braces and Bruce Willis look fool you.
Bruce?
An American, an actor.
Oh.
Nick's like 80% of our young Turks. Commodity dealers with political ambitions.
Well, presumably he's under control.
Well, that's what bothers me about Tom Bowman. He's a wild card, Nick's a joker. Put the two together and, well...
Perhaps you should part them. Or is it too late?
I don't think so. But Nick's got a lot of nervous energy. We'd have to find him something else, otherwise he'd be just as dangerous.
But you like him, all the same?
Well, as I said, he doesn't mean any harm, but that doesn't mean no one gets hurt.
I believe it is a perfectly tedious background, my dear. Nothing special.
Nothing at Oxford?
No. He was state school bright, association rather than rugby football. No difficulties with women.
And?
Nor with men. There's certainly evidence of neither misdemeanour nor malice.
But you'll keep looking?
Oh, most certainly. As you know, we never close. Although I must say, for the moment, we operate under a less than trifling difficulty.
Wondering who next?
You've heard.
No, just that some of you are worried about the Controller's successor.
He is to retire so soon. Charles, it is essential that number 10 appoints from the same floor.
The SIS Mafia? I thought those days were over.
It is a trusted and indeed tried practice, which should be continued.
Well, if he's reached retirement age, then he'll have to go.
Sadly.
Because he's so good?
Because, dear heart, his replacement may not be man.
So they say.
They?
The usual they.
Charles, you're teasing.
Henry, I am.
Don't. You've seen what's happened to the Clumsies.
She was the best candidate for the job.
You must use your influence.
The PM?
Certainly. Tell him that when dear Colin retires, then his successor must be male.
You think the PM intends to appoint a lady?
I would not assume to be so precise.
You know what I mean.
Sadly, I do. We understand that at the top of his shortlist is a person who is not a man.
How many on the shortlist?
One.
I see.
You will see even further, dear heart, when I tell you that the person is not in the department.
So that's it. A female and an outsider. No wonder your natives are restless.
Tom says the way to their hearts is through their wallets.
That's okay if you've hacked the economics. If you haven't, they make them feel good.
Let them eat cake.
If you've got it.
And if you haven't?
Well, that's the easiest. Scare them into thinking they'd be worse off under the other lot.
Do you really think voters are that gullible?
Sure they are. Most of them put the cross where they've always put it, or not at all.
So we go for the floating voter.
Tom says that's a myth. When you look closely, floaters never decided an election. Most of them didn't even vote.
Perhaps.
What's all this Tom thing? Since when has he been your witch doctor?
I'm just telling you, that's all.
He knows his stuff. I suppose you can't make his sort of dosh unless you play with a full deck.
Well, apparently that's not all he plays with.
You believe everything you read?
Oh, and why not? You do when it's about me.
I had to drop something round his place the other night. It's not all fiction.
Oh, nymphets hanging from the chandeliers were there.
Didn't see. I wasn't invited in.
Oh, wouldn't darling Tommykins let you into play?
Get off.
Perhaps he was busy.
On overtime by the look of him. You've heard about his ratings book.
Well, the bedroom version of Come Dancing. He marks his women out of 10.
Oh, nonsense.
Ask the porter. He reckons Tom has more gigs than a travelling show band.
Porters are known for their imaginations. It covers the fact that they're nearly always asleep.
Oh, he sees everything. Those security cameras are on all floors, and the windows.
When was this?
What?
When you went to the flat?
Last Tuesday.
Why?
He was supposed to be coming for dinner one evening, and the last minute couldn't.
Oh, that's right. The day you met him for that rather smart lunch in Overton's.
Was it? I really don't remember.
Oh, yes, you do. When Daddy got home, he was all stuffy about it.
He wasn't.
Oh, yes, he was, especially when you went off in a huff. Remember?
I can't promise anything, old man. Mind you, I must say I'm rather sympathetic.
Of course you are, Charles. Of course you are. It would be a disaster.
A slight exaggeration. However, the PM has a point, albeit a whimsical one.
Your Herod employs whimsy. Far too flannelette in his habits, I would have said.
Not at all. Telling the House C's name was hardly wishy-washy.
Oh, my dear, please understand. I'm all for open government.
As long as it's not ours,
Exactly.
And if you have no secrets, then you have no mystique. You really shouldn't complain. Time and people change.
Circumstances. Rarely the person.
Leopards and spots.
Most certainly. Which is why, as the philosopher said, there is often so much to regret, but little to tell us why.
Is that the new motto of your people?
Touché, Charles. Apropos regret, have you heard from your friend, Miss Cameron?
In passing. After all, she only resigned a couple of weeks ago.
Then you will surely have heard, en passant, of course, of her pending return.
To the House? That's impossible. She's given up her seat. She can't be coming back.
But she is.
I don't believe it, huh?
No, my dear. I have told you more than you knew. It is now your turn.
Oh, come on, Henry. Stop this nonsense. I've nothing you want to hear. What's this about Jules?
Please. You may telephone the Scottish lady and ask, but I may not speak to your Herod.
I've said I shall.
Superb. Then, Charles, once done, we shall be a deuce.
Daddy says it's all going to be mega efficient. Mummy says all he's doing is dragging the party into the 19th century.
Oh, you watch. Nothing's really changed, you know.
Well, turning front office into a company's different. May not work, but it's different. Can I help?
No, thanks. All done. I tell you, I'll believe it when I see it. Anyway, look at the lot lining up to do the job.
Well, Nick says they're all looking for peerages and directorships.
He's right. Most of them have made a shambles of their own firms. That's why they can spare the time.
Is that what you told Daddy?
Truth, no. I'm just the char. I clean the silver. Not up to me to tell him most of it's plate.
Want one?
Oh, with spats. Thanks.
I wish he'd hurry up.
He won't be long. Said he was walking back.
He's getting really healthy. No sugar, no eggs, half an aspirin every day.
Headaches.
Well, he says it's good for his heart.
He looks all right.
We think it's years of holding his breath rather than letting go. Gives him a nice red face.
Just like my dad. but that was running up and down stairs all day.
Where'd he do that?
Conductor.
Your father? What, on the buses?
Didn't think he was Toscanini, did you? No. Trams.
Where?
London, of course. Abbey Wood to New Cross. Fares, please. Room for 2 more on the top. That was him.
You never told me.
Oh, a long time ago.
Oh, how strange. Nick's father was a bus driver.
There you are, then. All the best people. He a bit special, is he?
Oh, Nick? He's Nick. He's quite fun.
But not special.
Should he be?
I'm just being nosy.
Nothing's very private round here, is it?
I wasn't prying, just nosy.
No, but it's not, is it?
There's usually a rumour going the rounds. Before long, someone finds a bit of truth to go with it.
Whoever you are.
That's right. No one's perfect. And in this place, everyone soon gets to know it.
That includes you.
Sometimes.
Well, doesn't that make you sad?
Me? Oh, you're joking.
No, I'm not.
Don't forget, there's me, the budgie, and me mum down in Herne Bay. Nothing else. Sadness? No. Done that.
Rose is producing a monthly diary. I've asked her to send you a copy.
Will I need an appointment to see you?
You can put up in the kitchen or somewhere.
Lunches, dinners, fetes and rallies. A month of wifely duties, I assume.
Would you? It would make life much easier. I'm not very good at these things.
I thought this was supposed to be Tom's job, and that you were getting on with reorganisation or something.
It's the something that looks like taking up the time. Explanation is my job, not Tom's.
Charles, I hate to mention this, but if I'm doing another book, then I need to have some time to myself.
I thought you hadn't decided.
Tom says I should.
I don't see what it's got to do with him.
Of course you don't, darling. You're not a writer. He is.
Hardly.
1 million readers can't be wrong.
I hope you're not going to start writing his sort of books.
Why not? Tom says a good page of bedroom produces all the adjectives you'll ever need.
I think I would find that embarrassing. I hope you would too.
You mean it's like saying the F word in public? Mustn't, otherwise people will think you do it.
Look, Mary...
Don't worry, darling. I was simply making my protest. Tell Rose to include me on the idiot list.
That is unnecessarily cynical.
Cynical, yes, darling. Unnecessary, no, darling. But don't worry. I'll clap in the right places and promise not to fall asleep in between.
There you go, Bisto. If this isn't knock 'em down and wow 'em stuff, I'd like to know what is.
Go on, hurry up.
Can't wait, eh?
Can't be bothered.
Right, hear this. Hear this. And finally, take this slogan back to your constituencies. Durate et vosmet rebus servate
God,
secundis.
I'm not gonna believe this.
And when they ask, tell them, endure, and keep yourselves ready for a prosperous future.
Oh, my God.
Wicked, yes?
You've completely flipped, haven't you?
Wrong, sunshine. Abso wrong. It's brilliant. Tomo will scream it at them.
Tom Bowman will burst out laughing, so will the audience.
It's Virgil.
It's absolute hooey.
Wrong again. The message is right. Times are hard. Keep the faith. It'll be all right on the night. Durate et vosmet rebox, etc.
Now that is more his style.
And that's the problem in this starship, isn't it? Style. Anyone who comes up with it is told to grow up or shut up.
Can you really hear Tom Bowman reciting Latin? He'll look and sound an utter plonker.
It'll run and run. Big talking point. Television, cartoons, jokes.
Poking fun.
But it's got bottom. When the jokes are over, the punchline will stay in people's minds. And they'll know where it came from.
From you?
From us.
No. What you want is for people to say that was Nick's idea.
I'm willing to stick my neck out, yes.
This is not Madison Avenue. We're not selling the American dream. You are not Metro Golden Wonder Kid.
I am.
You're mad.
I am.
Well, Dougal will fire you.
He will.
He will.
That's right.
Nick, what are you trying to do?
In the business, it's called hiding the corpse from the mourners.
There is no corpse, unless you mean your career in this department.
Afraid there is, Bisto. You see, there's no economic superdrug. There's no upper for the punters. And what do?
That's not our job.
We, the party faithful, line up because they, the fat cats on the bridge, are shifting the deck chairs. They call it reorganisation.
You don't have to stay.
You will.
I'm not here for the politics.
That's what I thought. You go where the chief goes, that it?
I've worked for him for some time, yes.
Yes. It took me a long time to put that one together.
I must say, Charles, it is somewhat difficult. He appears to have a certain liaison, about which we know little.
My concern is that there's something that could embarrass us.
You could always ask him.
What would you have me say? Excuse me, Tom, old thing, I hear you're at it again. Think we could have her CV and all that?
Oh, dear heart. so disagreeably without couth.
I thought your people knew how to take care of these matters.
By making him your deputy, he has become something of a personage rather than simply a celebrity.
I suppose so. It wouldn't do for him, or anyone else for that matter, to know you were checking.
Or that the inspiration came from you.
So where do we go from here?
We shall navigate with extreme caution.
I'd like to know.
But you must understand, such inquiries have no official reason. Therefore, we cannot make ourselves comfortable in the usual procedures.
Phone taps, mail, electronic surveillance, that sort of thing?
Charles, please.
So?
So we shall see. Clearly there is no urgency, only curiosity.
Perhaps I shouldn't have appointed him.
Perhaps always comes later, Charles. Angst, therefore, is a waste of energies. Could you not reverse the decision?
The press would have a field day. Bowman sacked after 1 month in the job. I can see it now. Anyway, thanks for that, old man. I'm late. Keep in touch, won't you?
Charles, I wonder if you had a chance to speak.
What? Oh.
Number 10. You mentioned the opportunity might arise.
All fixed. Don't worry.
Really?
Now, you must excuse me.
But Charles, please. We may expect an announcement from the 6th floor, yes?
Yes, but not what you quite had in mind.
But you are certain the person on the short list will not be appointed?
Don't worry. Your inherent fear of Nanny is not to be roused.
This is excellent, excellent. May I ask who will be replacing dear Colin?
Dear Colin?
Yes, who?
No, old man, you don't follow. He's not going.
But he is retiring. He's 60. The rules.
He is to be asked to stay on for 2 years to oversee the intelligence review.
Oh, brilliant. How clever. And then?
And then we shall see.
What happens to...
She's to be moved to the MOD as second permanent secretary.
Promotion?
Mm-hmm.
And in 2 years' time would be far too senior for the department.
Unless, of course, 5 and 6 were merged.
Impossible.
Is it? But in the meanwhile...
In the meanwhile, this is indeed excellent news. A stroke of genius. May I ask whose idea this was?
Henry, please. Let's simply call it deuce.
There you go.
Thanks.
Sorry about the parasol and the cherry.
What cherry?
They didn't have any. Cheers.
Cheers, fool.
That's what she said. She really thinks it's bizarre.
Well, she's very bitter. If she were 20 years older, I'd say it went with hot flushes.
Well, perhaps it does. I can never work out how old Kay is. Sometimes she looks 30, the next morning puffy and 50.
Too old for River Island, too young for Candlewick.
Well, nearly right. She does have an account at Harrods.
You don't have to remember ration books to have one of those. And how do you know that?
No, I just do.
Oh, have you run a credit check on her? Have you? Oh, God, what a place this is.
Beats the dole office.
And if she found out...
She won't.
Why do you think she's got it in for Bowman?
Hell hath no fury and all that.
Is that what he told you?
No, but there was something going on.
I can't believe that. I mean, she isn't his type anyway. She's... Well, let's just say she's not his type.
You mean her and the chief?
Oh, something else you've got on your rotten little screen, is it? Comes with a credit rating.
Now, don't be like that, Paul. It's hardly a secret.
Well, according to everyone in this place, there's no such thing, and I'm beginning to believe them.
I keep forgetting he's your godfather.
Well, it's nothing to do with that. I mean, what he does, what she does, what you or anyone does is nothing to do with me
I didn't mean
or
that.
anyone else. Why isn't anyone in this place happy unless they're poisoning their friends?
Anyone screws around is asking for trouble.
Oh, God. You're not one of these people who says the public has the right to know.
No, no one has the right to know, but everyone wants to.
And you'd tell them?
No, but I like to know who will. It's all a bit close to home for you, isn't it? Oh, don't worry. I've never said anything to anyone. I wouldn't, whatever you think.
Honest?
Honest.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
It's an act with you, isn't it? The braces, the grease, the bestow thing.
You didn't have to come?
Seriously, outside the office, you're quite different. I mean, like the other night when I was upset, then in the park. It was really nice.
You were stressed. I was trying to help.
And that annoys you, me telling you the green braces job isn't real.
No, when I'm doing the business, it has to be. When they notice me, then I get a chance to show them what I can do.
And that's important to you.
Right. No silver spoons, remember?
Do you know my father's secretary, Rose?
Not really. I've talked to her a couple of times.
Well, she told me today that her father was a tram conductor.
So?
Well, I've known her all my life. She used to babysit. She's been a sort of auntie. I didn't know something as simple as that.
Well, perhaps she didn't want you to.
I've learned more about you in 6 months than I have about her in 20 years.
Shouldn't worry. There's not much more to tell about me. Told you before. WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get.
Here.
What's that for?
It's a WYSIWYG. Make the most of it, that's all you'll see.
It doesn't look as bad as I thought. Mind you, that's December written off.
We expected that, didn't we?
I suppose so.
I've worked out that you'll get 18 turkey dinners.
Don't.
If you don't count lunches, 24 paper hats, and it'll cost you about 200 quid in raffle tickets. Fun, isn't it?
Mary's going to love this.
You could take Polly on some of them. Local papers will love that.
Did you get a chance to talk to her?
I think she likes him. Nothing more.
It's not serious.
At their age, it's only that when it's terminal.
It's nothing else.
Not that I know. But you might. You done with these?
What does that mean?
She's quite sensitive, you know.
About what?
About you.
I see.
Good. Well, I'll send these in the morning. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll be going. Get my bus.
Fine, that'll be fine.
Night, then.
Yes, night. And Rose... Thanks.
Don't stay too late, will you? Night.
Come on, where are you? Blast. Come in.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were busy.
Not at all. Come in.
I saw Rose on her way out. She said you were here.
Have a seat.
Oh, no thanks. I just wanted to tell you I've spoken to Dougal.
Oh, good. He's back.
Well, no, on the phone.
Right.
He said Nick can stay with Bowman for as long as necessary.
Ah, that's good. Look, may I get you a drink?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm on my way. I didn't mean to interrupt. I assumed you'd like to know.
Thank you. That was very thoughtful. The morning would have done.
Yes, I suppose it would. There we are, then.
You sure you won't have one?
Oh, no, not really.
Sure?
Well, as long as you're not in a hurry to get away.
No, not tonight. No hurry at all.
The House featured Julian Glover as Charles, Isla Blair as Mary, Christopher Benjamin as Henry, Jane Booker as Kay, Ruth Gemmell as Polly, Sheila Reid as Rose, and Julian Dutton as Nick. The producer was Neil Cargill. The House by Christopher Lee, featuring Julian Glover as Sir Charles Bannister and Peter Kelly as Dougal Baxter.
That wasn't bad at all, Charles. You having a pudding?
Just coffee.
Polly tells me you're on a diet.
Oh, does she indeed?
Nothing wrong, I hope.
Simply being a little careful.
As long as it's not the food. I'm on the catering committee. You did know that, didn't you?
I think we all do. No, nothing wrong with the food. It's that lot that bothers me. Look at them.
Members or the staff?
Members of Parliament. Look at them eat.
Modern man, Charles. Bad table manners are now considered necessary. Shows you've been successful. Anyway, don't forget, you're chairman, not God.
Maybe, but I'll make a good fist of being his tailor.
Put them all in stiff collars and spats. Halifax and Dalton would have adored you.
Yeah, I'd love to ban those ridiculous double-breasted suits.
So you keep telling me. But don't forget, this party invented the double-breasted suit.
Built by good tailors, yes, not these off-the-peg bin-liners they wear now.
Daily dress orders, eating by numbers, arms firmly tucked into sides. Isn't that taking this image-making too far?
You really think so, old man?
Of course. Besides, our bombardier's all for the classless and common man.
There's a difference between being class-ridden and having none whatsoever.
We've managed so far.
I'm beginning to believe Tom Bowman's view. He says that we've hung on because the other lot didn't look credible.
Last week you were telling me it was policies, not candidates.
Well, it should be both. We provide the policies, they get out and sell them. They're part of our image.
Single-breasted and Liberty Print families may look good on paper, but you can't change our colleagues overnight.
We can.
Well, that would mean deselection and telling local parties which candidates to pick. They'd never buy that.
We'll see.
You'd have a fight on your hands.
Perhaps that's exactly what I need.
And if you lost?
It'd be a damn sight better than sitting here watching these transparent food blenders masquerading as MPs.
Isn't there a danger, Charles, that you pick the ideal image and end up cloning it? Everyone looks the same. No one is taken seriously.
Mary calls it IB.
Eh?
Image balancing. She says the trick is to balance someone's image against the product. In our case, the party.
Charles, your job is to get the party machine running, not to tell MPs what to wear and what to say when they're wearing it.
We'll see about that. I've restructured front office. Now I intend to make sure we pick the right candidates and get the right people in here.
Is this wise?
If there's an election and we win, yes.
And if we don't?
Then Mary will tell me the image lost its balance, and I'll buy a plumed hat and become the next governor of Waikikikau or ever.
Sorry. Go back to sleep.
What? Oh, hello. What,
12:30. Just in time for the shipping forecast.
12:30? You're late.
The Prince will be along with a shoe in the morning.
What shoe?
Never mind. Sorry. Everyone banged on quite a bit. But it was fun.
Until gone midnight.
If that's what it is, Charles, then so it did.
A little late for fun, I'd say.
Of course you would, darling. But then you're not a publisher.
What's that got to do with it? Still late, especially for dinner.
You know what publishers are like. Never happy until the bill's big enough to feed the third world for a week.
You could have left. He would have understood.
So I could.
Then why didn't you?
I was having a good time. All right?
Oh.
Absolutely. Anyway, they were terribly excited about my new book.
Oh, good.
Better than oh good, darling. They're talking about a sequel. And I haven't finished this one yet.
Isn't that a little risky these days?
Yes, that's what's so nice about it. For a few hours, I quite forgot I was supposed to be pushing 50 and mumsy.
You're nowhere near 50.
Depends if you're a biologist or a historian.
And you're most certainly not whatever it was you said you were.
Mumsy? I feel it. Especially when everyone treats me as if I'm jolly good at skivvying, pretty nifty with a supermarket trolley, and that's about it.
I don't think that.
Thank you, darling. That's very generous.
Who else was there?
Oh, a couple of other authors. An agent I'd never met and my new editor.
What's he like?
She's very nice.
Woman?
They tend to be.
Editors?
She's.
Oh, right.
Oh, and your friend, Miss Cameron.
Tonight?
Yes. It's quite a comfort to know where she was.
Mary. Why was she there?
Invited, presumably.
Why, presumably?
Her reputation is for gate-crashing more intimate arrangements than dinners at Groucho's, isn't it?
Good night.
She's apparently writing a book. But then aren't they all?
What sort of book?
The way she was talking about some of her former colleagues joined up vitriol, I imagine.
Did you speak to her?
No, darling, she spoke to me. Rather thrusting, I thought. You know she's about to be launched as a sketch writer.
Yes, it was in the paper.
Won't that be fun for you?
I don't see why.
I do. Anyway, I'm going to have a shower. Shall I turn out the light?
No, it's all right. I'm awake now.
Now you know how I feel.
About what?
It's usually little old me tucked up with soft centres in this month's erotic recipe.
I was home straight after the vote.
There's a good boy.
I'd forgotten you were out.
Never mind, Charles. I'm used to that.
I told him you were here. He's only down with Mr. Baxter.
Oh, where's he to, then?
Where?
Where's his office? Is it far?
Oh, where you come through from the chamber behind the Speaker's chair, you know.
No, not done that.
Oh, I keep forgetting you weren't in this place.
I suspect the Sergeant-at-Arms would have me to the tower if he knew I was here now. Yes?
As long as it's before prayers, you're not obvious, no one really minds.
We're not nearly so fussy in the laws. Far more democratic.
Can't afford to be anything but, can you? You're not exactly there by popular request.
You could say the same about a lot of MPs.
Oh, I do.
Party spokesman told the Times.
And they know it. I'd give half of them the chop if I had my way.
I bet you would, too.
About one will do. Right, Charles. Sorry I'm late, Tom. What's that?
Oh, well, look, Rose and I were gassing. We're into political castrations. Any candidates?
That's our problem at the moment. Far too many eunuchs. Right. Any messages?
Oh, number 10's confirmed lunch, Sunday. I've confirmed you'll be at today's cabinet, and Lady Bannister wants you to call.
About what?
Didn't say. Not urgent, but will you?
Fine, thank you. Nothing for 20 minutes, OK?
You want the car, or are you walking over to 10?
Walking, thanks. Now, Tom, we have a problem.
You can trust me. I'm a doctor.
I'm serious.
I'm sorry, man.
It's time to rethink your role. Not your fault. You're doing what you were asked to do.
Backslap and tickle when necessary, yes?
Roughly, yes.
Well, what's the problem, then?
We need a more serious approach, and this is the difficult part. I want to review the way in which you're using young Nick.
You wouldn't like to rephrase that, would you?
Please.
You've got your straight face on, haven't you?
I need it.
What then?
It's about you trotting through the countryside jollying up the troops.
Well, that's working.
I believe we're in danger of being too successful. You, as you put it, slap their backs and everyone...
Gets giggly.
Exactly. And then when ministers start laying down party policies on heavy subjects, such as the economy and Europe...
Boring, they cry. So the boss says you dipped out, does he?
The bombardier says he appreciates what you're doing, but somehow you've got to channel your energies into slightly heavier subjects.
Oh, so it's down to me.
We think you should be pointing up, was the phrase he used, pointing up some of the more positive aspects of European policy.
Well, that's no problem. You know me, I'm all for Europe.
Telling the faithful about your house in Umbria and the flat in Paris isn't exactly what I have in mind.
Could be a bit naff.
There does appear to be a growing divide between what you're doing and the realpolitik of Westminster.
Image is all wrong.
Yes, but I'm not yet certain of the answer.
It's like O'Brien's policeman who took on the personality of his bicycle. When he stopped to talk, he balanced in the gutter with one foot on the curb.
That was fiction. We're not. Not yet, anyhow.
It was. Image.
Come on, Tom.
Now, listen. Once the image was accepted, then everyone started to believe it just might be true.
This is the real world of 4 more years' unemployment figures and an election at the end of them.
Like the policeman and his bike, once we get the image sold, then however incredible the message, the punter wants to give us the benefit of the doubt.
I agree about images, I've told you that.
But it's more than funny suits and the too well lunched look. Now, listen, I got one for you. It is all about IB. Image balancing.
Balancing someone's image against the product.
Oh, very good. 10 out of 10.
Tell me, Tom, where does this hypothesis, this image balancing come from?
It's organically homegrown. No textbooks, no thinky-tank slurry spread on this one. All my own work.
We won't have a draft until later, but if you tell him...
The JFK idea, he'll know.
Mr. Baxter says tell him the JFK idea.
JS what?
No, F for Freddie, K...
Oh, sorry. As in Kennedy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I know Sir Charles is coming over later. Will it be ready then?
No, I shouldn't think so. Nick's only just started. Just hang on a moment. Nick?
Speak?
When will the draft be ready?
A couple of hours.
No, it won't, but there'll be something to show him, OK?
I'll tell him. Bye.
Bye now.
You realise this is very important.
Dougal, everything you do is very important.
There's no need for sarcasm.
Well, that wasn't. I was simply seeing it from your point of view.
Here you go, Chief, the main headings. Want to check them out?
Thank you. Charles and I have discussed this at some length, you know.
So you keep telling us.
You need to understand that the PM is looking to me to start a new debate. That's very important.
Europe's hardly new. The new bit is your sudden conversion. You make Saul look like Thomas.
Aquinas or doubting?
Oh, very clever. But personally, I don't see you as the angelic doctor.
Dumb ox.
What? What's that?
Dumb ox. Thomas Aquinas. That's what some of the nasties called him. Only his acolytes call him angelic doctor.
Well, that's what acolytes are for.
So don't you forget it.
I think I prefer angelic doctor.
As you're hardly a candidate for canonisation, let's worry about this speech instead of which monastery is likely to claim your funny bone as a holy relic.
Wait a minute, Nick. You know about Thomas Aquinas, do you?
Oh, so. Had to do his summer theologia thing in my second year.
Could you not find me a quote from this thing?
No probs.
That's all right, as long as no one asks you questions about it.
My dear Kay, I'm giving a speech, not a seminar. Anyway, the main theme will be the attraction.
Assuming there is one. An attraction, that is.
Why not? We'll make sure the lobby gets all the right hints before I make it. They'll start trailing it for me. They're very obliging.
I'm having a jar with one of them this evening.
There you are. Once you've dropped the hint that I'm signalling a shift in Number 10's policy, then, well...
You'll be hero.
Of course.
Or shot at.
That's what heroes are for. But the rewards are great.
As long as they're not in heaven.
That's your job, Nick, to make sure the bells peal and not toll.
Talking of which, what's Kennedy got to do with this?
Nick?
His inaugural speech. You know, asking out what your country can do for you.
But Kennedy was talking about the United States, not Europe.
The United States of Europe.
That's anathema to the whole country.
Right, so we say, stop asking what you can get out of Europe, start thinking what you can put into it.
Why should anyone want to?
If you put in your ideas, then Europe becomes what you want it to be, not what some failed French politician wants.
You think they'll buy it?
Of course.
They won't like it in Brussels.
Well, that's why it's good. They'll know it's the start of a Brits versus the Commission war. It'll get right up their noses.
And we all know that when Number 10 takes on the Commission, up go the ratings. Of course it's good. You just wait.
How often are you doing it?
Starting Tuesday, 4 days a week.
I didn't know you could write.
I was good enough to upset the commissariat. Writing a parliamentary sketch should be pretty simple.
Well, you didn't have to resign. Some members have written far worse things about their own front benches.
Frankly, Chang, I feel free.
Oh.
But you wouldn't understand. You'd be lost without this place.
Not lost, but I'd be extraordinarily sad if I had to leave.
Don't worry, when your time comes, it'll be a life peerage and you'll simply change gear.
I wonder if you'll feel left out of things. You'll sit up there in the gallery seeing it all, but you won't be able to touch.
Maybe. Well, don't worry. I'll survive.
I've always thought the gallery rather like the Roman throng waiting for one of the gladiators to fall.
If that means, are you talking to a fully paid-up journalist who'll report your every word, then the answer is no, I won't.
But the temptation must be there.
For what? Inside information? Using old friends? Forget it, that's not my bag.
Not yet, it isn't.
Oh, that's very cruel. Perhaps you should be up there with the throng.
I'm being realistic.
At the risk of raising old sores, realism's not your strong point. Don't worry, you and I can chat away to your heart's content. My lips are sealed. After all, I've had practice.
Don't be bitter.
I'm not.
I hope not.
In case I write nasty things about you.
I hope not.
Come on, Chang, what's it worth? Tell me all your secrets and I'll give you a good lunch and you get to keep a copy of the bill for your expenses.
You're impossible, Jules. Totally impossible. And you cheer me up. Let's do that. Let's have lunch. Officially. Openly, I mean.
You'll tell your wife.
Why not?
Because, as my young nephew would say, you haven't got the bottle.
Oh, come on.
Did she tell you I saw her last night?
This publishing affair, yes. Actually, she described you as thrusting.
Isn't that a bit rude? It was a bit tense. Mind you, I got a harder time from your puppet.
My what?
Big Lord Bowman, the Somerset smoothie himself.
Tom Bowman?
The unspeakable same. I had to sit next to him. What a groper. My right leg looks as if it belongs to a tag wrestler.
Oh, dear. I didn't know he was so, attentive.
Another of your beautifully crafted understatements. Don't look so worried. Your wife was on the other side of the table.
Oh, poor you.
Poor me indeed. Not exactly my idea of a literary dinner, unless he was researching an essay on I, Claudius.
Well, what did you do?
Nothing I could do. I tried stabbing him with my high heel. The damn man thought I was playing footsie.
I'm sorry.
Well, don't be. I must say, I nearly called in here for a drink on the way home.
From the dinner? The bars would have been shut, even Annie's, surely.
Rubbish. It was only 10 o'clock.
What do you reckon then, my lover? Do we put together a couple of speeches with big furrowed brows written across them, or what?
Me? I think we go for the old chat shows. Maybe a phone-in. Try that Nick Ross. When they do something Europe-wise, we get you on.
I need to have a standard speech, something I can use anywhere. Or bits of it. Hey, what about a magazine interview?
No, I think we milked that for a few weeks. Unless you've got something upcoming we can use for a peg.
Hey, I tell you what, Nick. How about you and me nip over the Arkin? Brussels.
Bisto. Lion's Den. Get behind the bars. Tickle the Frenchman. Make the biggie speech. Click go the camera boys.
I chuckled, yes?
Wicked witches running everywhere.
So, how do we do it?
Well, we, or rather you, ask front office for an away day to the commission.
Reason?
Been there before?
Never.
Reason?
OK, then what?
Then you flesh press Delore & Co. and hold a press conference.
You think they'll come?
Well, I'll put the word out. You've something to say. They'll come.
Won't be official.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That little show. They never let each other out of their sight. One comes, they'll all be there.
All we need is something special to say.
No, not quite, oh brave one. Not quite. All we need is something I want to hear. Doesn't mean we need something to say.
If you'll hang on a moment, you can talk to her yourself.
Rose,
That's right,
sorry.
she's in the next room. Half a mo. Oh, Lady Bannister, it's that producer again. All right. Putting you through. Sorry about that.
Putting who through?
Lady Bannister's in your room, the television people.
For Mary?
You did call her, didn't you?
When?
I gave you the message. She'd phoned a couple of times.
You said it wasn't urgent.
I don't think it is. No. They've asked her on that... a thingy. I can't remember what it's called, you know. Comes after the 6 o'clock news.
Mary? Whatever for?
I think it's about her book. That's what she said. Anyway, she's been to lunch with Polly, so come in to tell you all about it. Nice, isn't it?
I suppose so, yes.
You wanted something.
Did I?
When you came in.
Oh, yes. Have we got Lord Bowman's schedule for this week?
Well, I suppose so. You do mean this one, not next.
That's right. I want to make sure we're using him to the best advantage. Don't want him to chase all over the place if he doesn't have to.
I don't think he does he?
Anyway, see if you can get it for me, will you?
Well, I'm sure that'll be fine. And you'll send a car?
Won't be a moment.
Sorry, I missed that. OK. See you then. Bye. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Sorry to take over your office. It's all rather exciting, isn't it?
I hope so. What exactly are you going to do?
Exactly, Charles, I don't know. But a nice young man telephoned this morning and said, would I like to come on his show, he called it, and talk about my book.
But you haven't finished it.
That apparently doesn't matter. The PR people are rather good at hyping. I'm being hyped, Charles. Don't you think that's rather smart?
It's also dishonest, especially as you're talking about something you haven't finished.
And you would know.
Writing a book, or rather not writing it, is a little different from managing the economy.
I could say, how do you know? But I won't. Anyway, he's sending a car and I'm to speak to the nation.
What are you going to talk about?
He says they're interested in how I gather material.
How strange. I would have thought it pretty obvious.
Charles, you're so immensely clever.
No, it's like asking how to gather grapes. The claret's the thing, the real test.
Well, we Vaudenaires have to get by on our flashy labels and the fact that we're cheap at half the price.
So it is dishonest.
You're being very aggressive. Is there something the matter?
Should there be?
I hope not. Here you are. You can have your chair back. I must go home and make myself bland.
Actually, Mary,
Do you think
before
I
you
can lose
go...
half a stone by 6:30? I feel blobby.
I wanted to ask you...
I shouldn't have had lunch.
Last night...
Charles, are you aware that cameras are supposed to make you look fat? Did you know that? I need to stick out the chest and suck in the cheeks. Yes? I'm sorry, Charles. What were you saying?
It doesn't matter. You get on. I'll see you this evening.
Don't forget I'm out, will you?
I didn't know that. Where?
Don't be silly, Charles. Of course you did. Wish me luck.
Mary?
Don't forget to watch. I'll wave. Bye.
Seemed the obvious thing to do. I've never been, and if I'm going to say something about Europe, what better place to start?
Let's hope Europe thinks so. Anyway, I've checked with front office. They've cleared it in principle.
Why couldn't Charlie Bannister just say yes?
As Nick so expressively pointed out, there are more woodcutters in this forest than Tom o' Glastonbury.
The cheek.
I thought it was very good. Well, as he said, front office knows, or should know, what everyone's doing, where they're doing it.
And to whom they're doing it.
Don't be obvious.
Why not? I made my first million by being obvious.
And the rest being tedious about it. Listen, Lord Bowman.
Oh, Tom, please.
Lord Bowman's as pleasant as I can be, I'm afraid. Now, we should have a reply by this afternoon. I'm just going through to see the chairman. If I have any news, I'll leave a message in the Lords, right?
Thank you, nurse.
Good.
You know, Kay, there really is no need for this.
I happen to think there is every need for it. If it upsets you...
It does.
Then you can easily make your feelings known to Mr. Baxter. I'd be happy to explain mine.
Hello there.
Oh, Lady Bannister, hello. I'm sorry. Would you excuse me? I'm late.
Oh, dear.
Something I'm wearing.
Oh, don't worry about her. She's upsetting everyone.
Including you, by the sound of it.
You wouldn't think life could be such a hassle. All I want to do is go to Brussels.
Moules and chips behind the Grand Place. How splendid. Can I come?
Why not?
Because that, my dear, would be the end of a beautiful friendship. For the moment, you can give me tea.
Can I? And what's in it for me?
Nothing. I'm about to be a star.
But you are, darling, you are. I keep telling you.
And I keep listening.
Well, then.
But now, I need to pick your brains. I need to say something rather clever tonight. Now, come on, Tom. What are the smartest people say?
Well,
Seems a good idea, but you have doubts about him or the idea itself?
Well, the idea is excellent. Coming from him, it would be. His instincts are so fine-tuned, it's a wonder GCHQ don't use him as an antenna.
Once you find a bone, you're not at all happy until you've buried it, are you?
Well, in Tom Bowman's case, I would demand at the very least a stake through the heart.
What does Dougal say?
Oh, he's so wrapped up in his JFK speech, he doesn't care.
When's he making it? Tomorrow or the weekend?
Saturday. Embargoed copies go out on Friday night. Hints appear in the Saturday morning heavies. The Sundays will carry the story. He'll say more on the world this weekend. The Monday morning papers and the Today programme will follow it up.
Very impressive. Is this all you?
Nope. Young Nick. He's already got 2 lobby correspondents panting.
What about the editors?
Well, he says the younger correspondents are the best news. They're hungry for careers, so he's feeding them.
Well, this looks good as a first draft. Mind you, I'm not sure Dougal has quite mastered the Camelot role, but it'll serve its purpose.
He's actually got some old newsreel of Kennedy's inaugural speech. I think he's taking it quite seriously.
Dougal takes everything he does quite seriously.
Not quite everything.
That wasn't meant as a personal remark.
It was you who once told me that everything in this place was taken personally.
I also said only by those who were uncertain of themselves.
In the house, that's called a persecution complex.
Is that what you have, Kay?
Nope. But if I had, it'd be second-hand. There's a lot of it about.
Tom Bowman?
Oh, good Lord, no. I simply detest him.
Well, that's plain. Dougal?
Well, yes, as you ask, but that's it. You're prying, which I suppose is understandable, but it's unlike you. So, let's change the subject.
I apologise.
Oh, then I was right. It was out of character. I'm glad. I wouldn't like to think I was wrong about you.
Nor would I. Tell me...
Tell you what?
Why are you particularly glad?
I would have thought that might be obvious.
Go on.
Oh, that's unfair.
Perhaps we...
Excuse me, Sir Charles. I've gone through the schedule for Brussels. Looks good. No one else is going over. There's an ag and fish meeting, but that won't concern anyone outside East Anglia.
Right. Then, Miss Bennet, that seems all clear. Will Nick go with him?
I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, bet he has.
I imagine so. Might be a good idea anyway. His French is good.
Is that necessary?
Question of IB, image balancing. Looks good, so we do.
OK, I'll tell him. Presumably the front office will pick up the expenses?
Of course, it's party business. Hardly a pleasure trip.
He usually manages to combine the two, or at least his version of them.
And remember what I said now. Sit right back in the chair. It'll hold your tummy in. And then
Smile a lot.
Lovely job. You will be great.
And thanks for that line. Hope I can remember it.
You will. Go on, off you go. Absolute doggerel. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, sorry. Oh.
Sorry, my fault.
No, I was looking the other way.
Oh, don't worry, so was I.
Nasty.
As an expert, you'd know.
Me? Oh, come on, my love. You mean last night? Just a bit of fun.
Well, next time you want just a bit of fun, try Soho. They get paid for it.
Okay. I apologise.
Am I supposed to be flattered?
Suit yourself, but then I expect you do. You fancy a drink?
No, thank you. Excuse me.
Off to see the boss, then.
What does that mean?
I saw you two chatting in the lobby. Heard you were friends.
Then you heard correctly. We are friends.
She told the Times.
If I thought you were suggesting anything else...
Now, would I do that?
Probably, yes.
No, Miss Cameron. My guess is that if you wanted anything more than friendship, then you'd be off to Soho. After all, you seem to know the ropes. Bye.
I hope you don't think it's just a jaunt. We do have very important work to do here.
No probs, Chief, no probs. Quick away day, beads for the natives, say one for England, home again, jiggity-jig.
I do hope it's going to be a substantial reflection on this office. You've made sure the right people know this was my idea.
Well, it was Tom's, if you remember.
Of course I remember. That's not what I said.
Roger.
Good. And one other point. You'll make sure Bowman keeps away from my JFK speech.
Bisto, got it done. I told him what he needs to say and...
I'm more concerned that he doesn't upstage me. This is very important. You do know that, don't you, Nick? Very important.
You said. Number 10's getting a copy in the morning.
Excellent. And television and radio expect me. Ah, there you are.
More or less.
Chairman's given this the nod. Front office pays, OK?
And Nick?
I should imagine so.
Well, don't imagine, my dear. Make sure.
Yes, sir.
What was that you said about more or less, Nick? I thought it was fixed.
Well, it is. But never trust those telly people. It'd only take a big story to break and all bets would be off.
My speech would be completely ignored, you mean?
The real world does go on, you know.
This is the real world.
That's arrogant, even for you.
I'm a realist. Real things happen. Tears are for wimps.
Oh, my God.
Shouldn't we be watching Lady Bannister?
No, we've probably missed it. It started 10 minutes ago.
I do hope not. I'm dining with them tomorrow. Mary will expect me to have seen her. Good. That's her. Well, turn it up.
I don't really get involved in politics, especially Europe. We go there for our holidays, as far as I'm concerned. Europe's a beach with nice food.
Cretins. What's so funny about that?
But doesn't it worry you that here we are in Europe, and yet we're frightened of what it might do to us?
Good question.
Not really. My attitude is rather like the late President Kennedy's.
What?
You remember? Ask what you can do for your country. Well, the same with Europe. Ask what you can do for Europe, and then it'll be yours and not some faceless bureaucrats in Brussels.
Oh, flip.
Oh, my God, Dougal.
What the hell's going on? Switch it off. What's happening, Nick?
Chief?
Don't chief me. That was my speech. My speech.
Oh, not anymore, it isn't.
How in God's name did she come out with that? Come on, I want to know. Now, Nick, now. Who told her?
Don't look at me, Chief. Not guilty.
This is a disaster.
Well, Dougal, as you said, you're a realist. Tears are for wimps, aren't they?
The House featured Julian Glover as Charles, Peter Kelly as Dougal, Isla Blair as Mary, Siobhan Redmond as Juliet Cameron, Jane Booker as Kay, Sheila Reid as Rose, Julian Dutton as Nick, and Bill Wallace as Tom Bowman. The producer was Neil Cargill. The House by Christopher Lee, featuring Julian Glover as Sir Charles Bannister and Peter Kelly as Dougal Baxter.
This is brilliant. Wouldn't it be marvellous to live by the sea?
You wouldn't fancy spending every summer with all the grockles, would you?
I shouldn't mind. Lots of people, lots of colour. Brilliant.
Oh, look out! Hold tight.
Oh, absolute. Look at me.
I do nothing else.
Stop it, you. Well, here's another one.
No, quick, right here.
No, it's...
Brilliant. I know. Come on. Lovely job.
Tom Bowman, I thought you were supposed to be all hairy and outdoor. You're a wimp.
Well, it's just an excuse to get you behind the bike shed. Come here.
Hey, that's enough.
I could do with some breakfast.
That's smutty.
Sorry, O Queen.
And this isn't a bicycle shed, and anyway, I'm not 14 anymore.
Oh, yes. What were you doing behind the sheds at 14?
Waiting to be 16. Stop playing the fool. Come on. Handkerchief, please. Thanks.
God, I hate these things.
Shelters?
No, you daft so-and-so. Conferences, they're the pits.
How sad. I quite care for them. In a practical way.
Come off it, love.
Honestly, only once a year. And think of all the duty speeches, handshaking and how do you doing you can get through in 4 days.
It's a panto. No wonder we don't put it on ice.
You do. And on the day, everyone loves the principal boy. The rest of the year, mind you, plot to knife him.
It's contrived, stage managed to perfection.
Of course it is. That's why it's bearable.
Cigarette?
No, thanks. You've become quite disillusioned, haven't you? The deputy chairmanship is not nearly as grand as you thought.
Ah, not disillusioned, my love. I knew what I was getting into. Charles was at least honest about it.
Really? I wonder what came over him.
Dougal did. He took great delight in telling me I was hired as a flesh presser, cheerleader, and if necessary, fall guy.
But you weren't put off. So it's a bit late to cry.
Well, you won't see any tears from me. I just had enough. As my agent says, it's time to get back to real fiction.
Another book?
She can't get her 10% out of this nonsense.
Have you told Charles?
Not yet.
Well, don't look round, but now's your chance. Our gallant party chairman's braving the gales and he's heading this way.
But you must have seen him. He said he was going to be here at this very place.
If Sir Charles said he'd be here, then he will be.
My dear Rose, even I can see he's not.
I didn't say he was. I said...
I know, he will be. But when? I'm very busy, believe me.
I wouldn't believe anything else, I'm sure.
Wait a minute. Polly!
Listen, I can't stop. I'm just up to the station.
But you've just arrived. Something's happened. It's not your father, is it?
What's happened?
Oh, that would be most inconvenient.
I don't know.
Listen, I'm picking up Uncle Hen.
Him? Does your father know?
Look, I'm over 21 and he is family. Don't look so horrified. I'll tell you all about it when I get back. Bye.
Wait a minute. Have you seen him? Your father, I mean.
Half an hour ago at breakfast. Listen, try their room.
We have. He's not in his.
Oh, this is too bad.
What do you mean his? Where's Mummy?
I think she's gone out.
There you are. What did the doorman say?
He saw him heading for the West Pier about 10 minutes ago.
I meant, aren't they in the same room?
Oh, that's good. No, not this time. He's probably meeting Lady Bannister then, yes?
Why?
Well, they might have said. It's really too bad, you know.
Rose!
Don't worry, Mr. Baxter. I'll tell him you said so as soon as he walks through that door. Why, what, my love?
Oh, never mind. Not now. Listen, I must fly.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you hear what she's doing? Picking up Mary's brother from the station.
Oh, Henry, what's his name?
Colville, yes. What's all that about?
Search me. First I knew about it.
A bit odd, isn't it?
Exactly. I'd have thought the last thing we needed was that tubby MI6 anchorite lurking in conference.
Perhaps he knows something we don't.
Charles? Well, I wish you were here to let us into the secret.
Truth. It's going to be one of those weeks. Look what the tide's washed up.
Where?
Over there. Reception.
The damn cheek. Who let her in?
She's perfectly entitled to come. Presumably she's here for a newspaper.
Miss Tartan Drawers. Her reputation's got more to do with page 3 than serious politics.
Perhaps that's why she's here. I'll see you later.
Nasty.
My God. She's not going to talk to her, is she? Has the whole world gone mad?
Probably, Mr. Baxter, probably. Perhaps that's why Miss Tartan Whatsits got off.
I must say, I'm not much concerned if you thought it rude or not. Tom's supposed to be trotting round the party faithful, not hiding in some beach hut with you.
It is not a beach hut. It's a very public shelter.
Oh, whatever. He was supposed to be in conference, not here.
But there was no need to send him into detention like some naughty schoolboy. We were having a brisk stroll along the prom, nothing more.
Look, Mary, I know you're old friends, but this is not 1930s Biarritz. We're not on a very English holiday. This is a party conference. It is business, not pleasure.
And I needed some fresh air.
I really don't understand you, darling. You know as well as I do that these occasions may be a bit of a chore, but we have a duty here. Or had you forgotten?
How could I? Lady Bannister, please meet Miss So-and-so. Lady Bannister, would you buy a raffle ticket? Lady Bannister, we were wondering if your husband would...
All right, but it's only 4 days.
4 days of twin sets and pearls. Oh, I'm sorry. Put it down to being middle-aged, darling.
You're not.
I was rather thinking of you, Charles. You're very touchy nowadays.
Don't talk nonsense.
Why not? I'm rather good at it.
What's got into you, darling?
Tom says...
If you'll forgive my saying so, Mary, what Tom Bowman says is somewhat irrelevant at the moment.
That's something else, he says.
What?
He feels irrelevant. I think you may soon have an ex-deputy chairman.
Well, perhaps he might have the courtesy to tell me rather than pass messages through you.
Just a casual remark. I'm simply warning you.
I know, Tom. As someone once told me, he never drops any casual remark except thank you.
Must have been a woman.
Why so?
A, if it had been a man, you would have said so. B, it reeks of hell hath no fury.
Look, before we go in, promise me one thing. Will you please switch on the smile? be nice to people and...
That's 2 promises so far. You said 1.
And promise me that if you decide to disappear, you'll first let me know.
But, Charles, you're the chairman. You're the magician. I'm only the rabbit. Oh, don't look so pained. I promise. Come on. Lead me to the raffle tickets.
There he is. Look at him. He's actually got a porter.
Brill, must be on special offer at the Railway Museum.
Hi, Uncle Hen.
One of the station masters isn't here to meet him. Look at that luggage. How long's he staying for?
Oh, just tonight and tomorrow.
You're joking.
You know Uncle Hen changes at least twice a day. You'll get to like him.
Ah, my dear Polly. Such treasure to my eyes.
Oh, it's really lovely to see you. You know Nick, don't you?
Hi. Oh, how nice to see you again. Now, where are we?
Well, the car's just...
Now, Porter, don't go. Our arrangement's not done.
Where are we off to, then?
Well, the car's round the side. I've got Mummy's.
Oh, dear. The amusing voiture d'enfant.
Right. Came free with 6 yogurt tops.
Oh, don't be rotten. It's lovely.
Of course it is, my dear, of course it is. But a trifle cramped.
Well, there's heaps of room and you can sit in the front.
And where shall everyone else be?
Seriously, it's magic.
But my baggage will need more than a wand and abracadabra. Now, young man, could you find a cab for my luggage? Take this.
No, it's all right. I've got some dosh.
Some, oh, yes, well... £10 should be sufficient. Dosh. Now, off you trot.
Uncle Hen, there is no need, I promise you.
I'm sure you do, Polly. And you, kind sir, would you please accept this?
Oh, cheers. Thanks very much.
Thank you. No, don't run away. Go with my young friend here. Show him where the cabs are.
Well, they're out front. You can't miss them.
Ah, but they may miss him. A man in uniform is worth 2 in a hurry. Nick, see the bags to this address. There we are. You'll be expected, and then we shall see you later at the hotel.
Right, no probs.
No, I'm sure not. Now, off you go. Goodbye.
Yeah, well, OK.
Indeed.
See you then.
See you later.
What a delightful young man. So obliging. Quite clean.
Don't stop teasing. He's really nice.
Oh, and so we're having a party. Excellent. I do so enjoy parties.
Oh, Mummy says you hate them and you usually make excuses when they have them.
Sadly, dear Polly, parties tend to be given by the young. At my age, they tend to be social engagements.
Well, this is a party, and you're coming.
Should I brought an appropriate gift?
At a bottle? No, this is ours.
I was thinking of something perhaps longer lasting. A memento of a happy occasion.
You'll see. It's our secret. We, Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
I don't believe it.
Such a forlorn expression. So very
Oh,
French.
how could they?
Very easily, I'm afraid. They simply slide the apparatus either side of the offending wheel, and then, well, I'm told, click-clamp is the vogue expression amongst its practitioners.
It could work the other way, of course.
You haven't anything to lose. I didn't actually say you were getting a job.
But she believed you did.
Well, possibly. If she writes it in her stinking little column, so what? The PM's hardly going to be persuaded by what she says.
But it might just get some of the bootlickers thinking it's in his mind, and so they'll start dropping hints that it's a good idea.
Well, that was the hope.
Of course, I imagine it is. In his mind, that is.
So you've been telling me for the past 9 months. Perhaps it's time we did something about it.
You think I should have a word with her?
Only if you want to ruin your chances. For some reason, she dislikes you. Probably intensely. I can't think why.
Then why should she help me?
Oh, wake up, Dougal. She's doing nothing of the sort. She's like all line crossers. She needs credibility among her peers. So far, she's nothing more than long legs and a fat salary.
Well, I think she's got a cheek coming here.
It's a free country.
Well, not here it isn't.
Did you see him? He's back.
Ah, at last. Has he seen my speech? Did he say anything?
I don't think so. He's gone up to change. It's a bit damp out there.
But I need to know this morning.
Don't we all?
Have you seen it then?
It was in the overnight file.
Ah, so he's read it.
That's another matter.
Why don't you take a copy to his room? Do it now.
I shouldn't have to.
Up to you. Wouldn't have thought there's any hurry. You're not speaking till tomorrow.
That's not the point. I'd planned leaking it in time for the 6 o'clock news this evening.
It's the subtle approach, you know.
When wasn't it?
Oh, all right, Dougal, I'll do it. Although why you're worrying, I really don't know.
You seem to forget, my dear, this is conference. I want them clapping, and I want the bombardier leading them.
So, what did he say then?
Charles never says anything. He talks about duty.
Brassed off, was he?
No. You remember when I said they would never understand if I did anything unpredictable?
They still don't know.
Of course not.
Our secret?
Not at all. Mine. Darling Mumsy got into the car and was to have driven straight home like the predictable, boring, menopausal, safe, sociable nonentity she is.
Stop it. You're none of those things.
Of course I am. And when I didn't turn up on time, what happened? They all launched their intellectual lifeboats and wondered what I meant by it. Pathetic.
They are.
Not them. Me. If I had an ounce of originality in me, then they wouldn't have worried. Because I'm everything they think I am, they did.
That doesn't say much for me, does it, my love?
It doesn't concern you.
It does. You're really saying you fancied using me to get at them. There's nothing new in that. Wish you'd told me, that's all.
If I were very bookish, I'd probably say I wish I'd told me.
So now what?
So now we smile and pull up another chair.
Huh?
It's obviously my morning for looking over your shoulder. Polly, and where did you discover this rogue? Henry, what a delightful surprise.
Hello? Hello, it's open. Come in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll come back.
Okay, no, you won't. Come in. Sorry, have you been there long?
A few moments.
Sorry, I got soaked. Didn't have a hat. I won't be a moment. Coffee on the side if you want it.
Oh, thanks. Shall I pour some for you?
Please.
Black, no sugar?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry to crash in. Rose said you were back.
Right. Went for a walk. Needed some air, you know. Oh, thanks. Cheers. Actually, I don't suppose one says cheers with coffee.
Yes, probably not. Well, cheers anyway.
Especially this. Pretty awful, isn't it?
Not quite disgusting.
Is that for me?
Yes, I'm afraid it's Dougal's speech.
What, another one?
What, you seen it?
For tomorrow's session? Yes, of course. It was in the file this morning.
Oh, fine. He wanted to know if there were any problems. He has some grand idea to get it talked up before tomorrow.
Cracking idea. I should get young Nick onto it. He's rather good at that sort of thing.
You don't mind?
Not at all. In fact, come to think of it, I've got a couple of points which for the moment are, well, a little confidential. Dougal ought to leak those as well.
Ah, I see.
This evening or first thing in the morning?
Well, that's better coming from you.
So it is.
Well, I'd better go down and tell him.
That's a very pretty frock, if you don't mind my saying so, Kay. New?
Actually, yes.
Thought I hadn't seen it. Very pretty. Suits you.
Thank you, kind sir. Shall we go down?
Yes, very well. But actually, before we do, sit down. I'd rather value your advice on a delicate matter.
I'm afraid the going rate's £100.
The car's hardly worth that.
I am really sorry, honestly.
It's not your fault.
Well, it is. I thought it'd be safe there, and it wasn't in anybody's way.
Sadly, my dear, it was wearing out the yellow lines, so lovingly painted at the ratepayer's expense.
One feels so helpless.
Well, that's sorted. Seems you have to divvy up £100 and then go sit in the little beast until they turn up with a spanner.
Look, Mummy, I'll pay.
No, you won't, darling.
Well, it was my fault.
At your age, you can hardly be blamed for fascism. Besides, I can't afford to lend you £100.
I reckon we should get on with it, whoever's paying. I'll go round there, no problem.
No, Nick will be here in a moment. He can go. We both will.
Such gallantry. So many pressed men volunteered.
Good Lord, Henry.
Oh, dear heart, do not sneak up on me like that. I'm far too old for grandmother's footsteps.
It's nice to see you, but...
Well, I've come to the party.
What party?
Uncle Hen's got a friend here, haven't you?
Most certainly.
Polly, where's Dougal?
How should I know?
You work for him. Kay's looking in the main hall. Do you mind scouting in the foyer and the side rooms?
Can't you page him?
One does not page senior members of the party, darling. You should know that.
Our minds are elsewhere at the moment, dear boy. Mary has been clamped.
Actually, it was the car, not me.
Oh, right. Polly, would you please?
Don't you care about Mummy's car?
Well, certainly, but at least we know where it is. My immediate concern is Dougal. I don't know where he is, and I need to.
Thank you, Charles.
May I be of moderate assistance, dear boy?
Very kind, old man. No, thank you. Polly?
Yes, all right.
I'll give you a hand, love.
No, I want a word with you, Tom. Can we go up to my room?
Oh, right you are. Anything special, is it then?
When you're ready.
Right, well, lead on, Macduff. See you later, children.
What's all that about?
It's about your father.
Oh, dear.
What's all this about going up to his room? Have you separate rooms?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Why?
He's party chairman this year. He said our room would be like Piccadilly Circus. Separate rooms, spare me the constant visitors.
Well, that seems very considerate of the dear boy.
Very convenient, more like.
Ah.
No, Henry. I think one of your oh dears would be more appropriate.
There's a big blast on...
Of course, I quite see that the PM would wish me to leak important policy changes, don't you?
He didn't say anything about number 10. I rather got the impression that it was all his own work.
Charles is very clever, but I have no doubt where the original idea came from. The Bombardier and I have an understanding.
You try to get back into Cabinet, he keeps his foot against the door, yes?
Speculation.
Very funny.
Look, if
I really can't understand why you hang around. You're far too superior at times.
You make it easy. Now stop being so sensitive and dig out your sense of humour.
Okay, cheers.
I'm not sure I can survive a week of this place with a straight face.
All done then, Chief. I reckon that'll be all over the 6 o'clock.
Excellent. Well done, Nick. I'm glad someone's on the ball.
What was that about speculation?
Some story doing the rounds about Cabinet reshuffle. I thought it was best to say could well be.
Well, the way the dream machine's running, the messengers will be delivering the red boxes before number 10's even made up its mind.
Thought that was the gig. We make up their minds for them.
It doesn't quite work that way, Nick.
Prime Ministers have more power than the hangman.
Well, hardly life and death.
On a bad day it is. No job, no power, no power, no status, no chance.
Of what?
Of power, of course.
Tell me, what's this party we're invited to? It sounds very American.
Well, Paul and I thought we'd have a party.
Is that it?
Yeah, we thought tomorrow morning. Breakfast party.
Come as you are, eh?
What's it for?
Seemed a good idea.
Oh.
Now, don't worry, Chief. We're paying. It's not on expenses.
Oh, that sounds very nice. Of course we'll come, won't we?
Who else have you invited?
Just friends. Family, you two, and Tom.
Well, in that case, I have a feeling you may be one short.
It would simply have been good form to tell me, not Mary.
Oh, it's nothing to do with form, my lover. Came out in passing.
With Mary.
That's right.
Not on.
Oh, that's what pokes you, isn't it? The fact that it was Mary.
I think you overrate your personality, Tom. No, not that it was Mary. The fact that you didn't have the decency to come to me, to tell me what was on your mind. We are colleagues, remember?
That depends on your definition. In my book, a colleague's someone on the same team in the same college of thieves or saints, depending on which way you're playing it.
I prefer somewhere in between. But yes, that's my point. On the same side.
Let's not argue. Just as I said, I reckon I've been taken for a bit of a ride.
Hardly, old man. We made it clear what the job was.
Agreed, but deputy chairman of the party is still deputy chairman, not corporal of the hut.
You've been taken into my confidence.
Every time there was a crappy job to do, so I was. That's not the point. I'm not complaining. Best I wrap my hand, stick to what I know best.
It's your decision. Perhaps it's better we simply let the appointment lapse.
Oh, no, my son, can't do that. Not my style. See, people know me. Expect me to say things. That's why you hired me, yes?
And?
Well, they expect some sort of announcement. I don't want people thinking I couldn't hack it, got the bum's rush, now do I?
You want a public statement? That would suggest differences of opinion. Not good.
Who for?
The party.
Party'll survive. It's you who's in for the cat.
I hardly think so. I will write the announcement.
Bully for you, but don't forget you hired me in the first place. Way I hear it, the Prime Min wasn't keen. You insisted. You fouled up. He was right. You copped the blame. Tough luck, my lover.
Frankly, I think he's a disgusting slob. The only time he keeps his hands to himself is when he's looking for his car keys.
You don't have to sell me his good points. The first time I met him, he treated me like an actress looking for night work.
Well, it's up to you.
It's not what I'm here for. The party interviews are done by feature writers.
Fine. I simply thought it might be useful and very amusing.
Depends on your sense of humour. But I can see the irony. We could hardly be more opposite.
No one would question the objectivity, I'm sure.
And it's about time someone took him apart. But again, why me?
Well, you just said it. It's time. Anyway, an interview like that wouldn't hurt you, would it? Look, I'm not suggesting you've something to prove to your editor, but...
If I do this, am I going to owe you one?
Of course. But if I ever collect, you'll want me to. It's that sort of deal, OK?
Maybe.
Well, it is. Room 302.
We'll see.
We'll see. Let's hope so, Miss Cameron. Let's insincerely hope so.
Come on, then. How did it go? Did she buy it?
Well, I think so. But as she said, we'll see, won't we?
So, tell me what you think of young Nick.
An agreeable lad, likeable. Polly clearly shares my sentiment.
So it seems. It's rather a surprise. We know nothing about his family or anything.
Is that anything any longer?
Of course. It's all very well people saying these things don't matter, but if they're thinking of marrying...
Are they?
Apparently. Well, one should at least have met the parents.
That would be very proper. A few things are. You would not object.
Good Lord, no. I simply don't like surprises.
What does Charles say?
Yes, darling.
What?
That's what he says. All he says. Yes, darling.
Few like surprises, especially in our family. It has always been, thankfully, a sensibly boring family.
Daddy wasn't boring.
He was, and sensibly so. The art is to be boring, perhaps, but never to be bored. Boredom in oneself brings about silliness, even indiscretion.
Am I supposed to know? Or simply agree?
I would have thought both.
The answer's no.
To which question?
The one you're trying to ask. Come on, Henry. I'm your sister, for goodness sake.
And the answer's no.
Of course it is. In Polly's jargon, Tom's a wind-up. I'm not. Even if I wanted to be, I haven't the guts to be unfaithful. Ask Charles. He's the expert.
I hope you're convinced now.
Impressed.
You're such a cynic.
Oh, I wonder where that comes from. All right, so you've been given a couple of advanced tidbits from the Prime Minister's speech. That doesn't make you Chancellor by Christmas.
I know the signs. I know what's in the back of his mind.
Not very much, if economists are to be believed.
Oh, stop it, Kay. Accept it for what it is. We've successfully leaked my speech with hints that it reflects new thinking.
Which it doesn't.
Well, they don't know that. I get onto breakfast telly, which reminds me, I must get an early night.
Oh, ducky.
That's when I drop the big hint that the PM is about to make a policy announcement along these lines, OK?
Go on.
All the opposition bluster and bleat because it has to be true. Then we get to the speech, the Bombardier makes the policy change, but at a tangent.
They look foolish. He gets the brownie points, and you? What do you get?
A red box.
Well, as long as it works. Oh, hello. Where have you been hiding?
Hi, Chief. Had to get the jam jar out of the pound. Anything doing?
Yes, you are. Come with me. I've got a job for you.
I must say, hardly a surprise, is it?
I didn't know. Thought it was all Bisto.
You would.
Anyway, here it is. Reads like Sunday school certificate if you ask me, but that's what Sir Charles wrote.
Yeah, let me see. Invaluable contribution to the party. Need to get back to the distinguished role in publishing. Leaves the post with regret and our good wishes.
R-I-double-D-A-N-C-E.
Careful, Rose. This is a fan.
Right. He's been magic. Different, but he's done a lot in 6 months.
To whom?
Oh, you want me to give it to him?
No, you've enough to do. Nick, you're his friend. Would you run it up to him? Sir Charles promised him a copy before it was released.
Oh, I don't know where you'll find him. He was here an hour ago. Seems to have vanished.
He'll be in his room. He said he was having a nap before the evening session.
Will that be all right, then?
Absolutely. Off you go. Room 302.
Paul. Where you been?
Oh, Nick, let's go.
Where?
Just let's. Doesn't matter where.
Yeah, I've had it up to here with this place.
What's the matter? Us?
Oh, Christ, no. Just... Oh, don't ask me, OK?
Oh, come on, what is it?
People, that's what. People.
And what about our things?
What about them? Come on.
Ah, look at them, Dougal. In such a hurry. It's a fine time.
I wish I were their age.
Then you would not be famous, as indeed you are.
Yes, I suppose I am. Still, there's something to be said for being 20 again.
Nonsense. Now I may have a hot water bottle in June without being called a wimp.
But you're an eccentric. You can do what you like.
Eccentrics may only do what others like. If they do not, then they're called a nuisance.
Like Tom Bowman.
Like Baron Bowman, indeed.
You've heard he's resigned.
So soon.
It could be difficult. The press will obviously make something of it, and so will he.
A man of pride. A dangerous fellow.
Mind you, I expect Charles will sort it. He always does.
Nick was brilliant. Right on cue. The outer door was open. In he marched. Usual Nick.
He told you this?
Of course, he was very upset.
Go on.
Well, there they were.
They weren't...
Oh, good God, no. From what I gathered, our poor Miss Cameron was about to make tracks before Bowman thought they should be.
Oh, I see.
All Nick saw was a stretch of very long thigh climbing off the sofa and Bowman with his jacket off.
What did he do?
Who, Bowman?
No, Nick.
Well, in his words, had it away on his toes. Well, it worked. Cheers.
Yes. Cheers.
You look fed up. I shouldn't feel sorry for them.
No, I suppose not.
Oh, come on, Charles. She's a big girl, in more ways than one. And Bowman's shut up. Bragging about his bedroom life is one thing. Disgracing the party is another.
Well, he didn't really.
Oh, we know that.
Oh, excuse me. I suppose it was right.
Yes, of course it was.
Oh. Oh, it's you. Hello, you better come in.
The house featured Julian Glover as Charles, Peter Kelly as Dougal, Isla Blair as Mary, Christopher Benjamin as Henry, Siobhan Redmond as Juliet Cameron, Jane Booker as Kay, Ruth Gemmell as Polly, Sheila Reid as Rose, Julian Dutton as Nick, and Bill Wallace as Tom Bowman. The producer was Neil Cargill.